What's up, bro?
What's up, everybody? Woo!
What's up?
I know y'all
Flexin?
pumped. Y'all better get that fire up in the comments. Let's go. Let's get that fire up for Ray.
Let's
Come
go.
on.
Let's do it. Hey, real quick, are we live this time?
Yes, we live, bro. I wouldn't be saying that.
Oh man, good times. So let's kick this off, man. I want to get Ray in here real bad. I want to get through this intro, but the normally we talk about the alerts going on with USARC. This time, I want to bring up a post that USARC Florida made. It was FWC taking bold steps to prevent new invasive species in Florida. If you haven't seen the post on Instagram, go check it out. Let me see if I can expand it here. The first snippet of it, right? FWC Chairman Rodney Barreto has declared war on pet keepers, small businesses, and farmers by publicly calling for a whitelist, which will allow animals within Florida, which can be proven to be safe, frustrated by the pace of the non-native species technical assistant group, which would incorporate stakeholder input by regulatory decisions. Barreto, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. My speech impediment's kicking in again. Has called for action on non-native species by FWC staff in time for the May 2023 meeting and bypassing the good faith process of tag. Barreto has once again proven that he does not care about the stakeholder input. There's a lot to unpack there. There's a lot going on. There's an entire live that needs to be done based around what's going on in Florida. But I really want to take the chance to take this update that we do pre-show to just shout out everybody in Florida and the shit show that they're in and they're fighting right now. Just hold in there, guys. And if we can, let's just continue to push for USARC and USARC Florida. If you're not a USARC Florida member, I really don't have breath to waste on this anymore. Go fucking join. It's free. It's so important right now. If you're not a USARC Florida member, I'm out of words. I have nothing to say that's going to be anything constructive to the conversation. Just go sign up and support these guys. Florida is in it right now, and they're in the fight of their lives to keep their animals. Our guest tonight is from Florida. He's in the main battleground of what we're seeing. So we'll talk to him tonight about that, see what his thoughts are, what's a POV view of it. We got two Florida representatives coming on tomorrow for the podcast. So we're really, really going to touch on this in depth this weekend. I feel it's necessary with all the chaos going on. So stand up for Florida. Join USARC Florida, join USARC, and let's get this done and let's bury these guys.
Come on, guys. We got to stand united, not divided. You already know that, guys. Come on.
Oh, and I have a ball python out for this podcast, so y'all know it's about to pop off.
Oh, he's banned already. Banned him. He don't even like ball pythons.
I really don't like this one right now because it's not cooperating with me, bro. My retics act better than this.
But other than that, I'm gonna throw a shout out in the chat. We got Jay Hill from Mi Familia, Bold Coast Exotics. What's up? And we got Emilio. What's going on? Tristan.
Oh shit, the big
Vickers
dog.
Exotics, Venom Girl, Holly, Equaline, Bosa, Ambassador, of course, Creative Reptiles. What's going on, guys? Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here watching this. And we're about to get it on. Who's ready?
Let's do it. Shout out to the sponsors real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Reptile Crew. You need some
shout out to CMB. CMB Reptiles.
Yeah, sorry, I'm wearing a neon shirt. So shout out to CMB. We got some stuff in the works for everybody, but I'm gonna tease this one. I've got one of the biggest boa breeders in the game lined up and ready to go. No, it's not Da Vinci, but it is somebody I think is up there as far as those levels go. And if you are aware of CMB and you shop at CMB, you know who this person is. Don't ruin it, but get excited. I am super excited about that one. But if you want a select choice of boas, captive bred, high quality, go check out CMB. Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Are we ready? Oh wait, and we got KC Reptile Lab substrate. We got a coupon code over there called Sexin or Flexin. And when you type in Flexin, you get 15% off any substrate over there. The bedding looks like this, kind of like aspen wood chips. It's pretty thick. It's kind of like cocoa husk, but thicker. Actually keeps humidity up. Works really well. I use it for my ball pythons. It's great. On that, let's go.
Let's do it.
We're about to drop this intro.
Bro, did you shave your damn eyebrow again?
No.
Show your other eyebrow. The other one, full your left side, not your right side. You did shave.
Shut up. Let's go.
Now, ultimate anything goes. I can have it right now. My first cheat answer is the morph that is in the wild that nobody's found yet in a super dwarf locality. Give me a Madu that's got a morph that hasn't been found, and cool baby, something like that. But no, I love the Ocelot stuff. I think it's gorgeous. I don't plan to chase it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sexin of Flexin Live Saturday. We got Levi, FTL Reptiles, and then Ray from Alluring Serpents. What's up, guys?
Hey, real quick, before we even get started, I just want to say, what in the fuck was even that? That was great. Yo, the music, the graphics, the videos, all that. It's just amazing, man. Great job. Who put that together?
Levi.
This guy right here, putting in the work, man. That was dope, man. It got me fired up backstage.
I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I put a lot of work into that one. I still don't feel it's perfect though. Like we were having that conversation earlier, bro.
No such thing as perfection, bro. That shit was effort recognized.
Right, dude. I tell him every day. Dude. Every time he throws something up, like, bro, you're getting better every fucking day. Like, just keep doing you, bro. Keep doing you.
Yeah, no, that's amazing, man. Yo, just out of curiosity, man, to dig a little deep into that, how long did it take you to make all that?
Ooh, that intro, I think I put 4 hours into that one. The intro prior had about 6, and the prior intro to this one's better by leaps and bounds.
Dude, that was cool, man. We got dragons flying in, we got techno going on, we got spinning pictures, we got the whole 9 right there. That was dope.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I went back and made it for when we brought MJ back the second time. Was kind of all right, we've now hit that mile marker where we're bringing back a major, somebody big that meant a lot to us. So I was like, I got to make the intro special. And then I was like, you know what? I like this one so much, I'm going to hold on to it. And then every show, I'll go back and edit that previously on, and then drop 3 pictures of the guest snakes inside of the intro to show the fans what you're working with, or what your favorite selection is.
Yo, drop some fire emojis in the chat if you thought that was dope.
For real, right? Yeah. Drop some fire for Ray. How about that? Give him a big flex. Fuck.
Nah,
Just
it looks
get
like
it
I got
popping.
muscle under here, but I ain't got no muscle under here.
I'm right there.
Bro.
Yeah, I'm doing opposite flex for him.
He's just
So
what's
what's
up,
up, Ray? How are you living down there in Florida, bro?
It's good, man. I'm living, man. You know, uh, housing market's a little crazy. Wishing I could get out of here, but you know, all in due time. We'll see what happens.
I feel it, bro. I feel it. So, man, let's jump right into it, right? Let's ride off that intro. What are you feeling as far as pressure goes down there from the newest USR Florida update about this whole them pushing the non-native control? Like they don't want invasive, they don't want non-native.
So here's the thing, right? If I'm being disrespectful, it's like, yo, you know, stay in your lane. You know, zip it. Can I curse on here? Am I allowed to curse?
Hell yeah. What, dude, have you met me?
Okay, yeah, man. It's like, hey, man, shut the fuck
bro.
up. Stop
I was
talking
like,
about
you don't
shit you don't
know.
know about. You know, disrespectfully, you know, I could be more disrespectful, but it's like, yo, you guys got an import-export facility, right? Somewhere in Miami or something like that, and it's like all the people, all the shops need to be near that so that they can be close to getting the animals and all this other stuff. And it's like, yo, before you tell me how to clean my house, clean your own house. You know what I mean? So don't sit here and tell me I need to, you know, worry about being able to keep my animals when you got all this other shit going on it contradicts what you're saying yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. I concur 100%.
To be respectful, it's like, hey, look, man, you guys really don't know the details of a lot of different species because most of you probably don't even hold or carry or keep any of these species. You're just going off the whim of what some people are saying, and that's not okay. So, yeah.
I agree, man. I agree 100%. So
Now, me personally, I don't feel the effects of it yet, but it's always like lingering in the back of my mind, like, yo, are these fools really gonna try to like pull a stunt move and say that we can't keep ball pythons? Like, you know, I'm sure there's other species out there. Okay, lionfish. Yeah, that's messing up a lot of coral reefs. They have no natural predators, really. Okay, I get that part. But to make a whitelist and say, oh, you can only keep these specific species and everything else has to go, it doesn't make sense, man. I'm a big person on make it make sense. You know what I mean?
no, I
Bro.
concur 100% with that, man. If it makes sense, it makes sense, right? But if it doesn't, why is a non-issue becoming an issue?
Yeah.
And speaking of that, sorry, I'm messing with my settings. What do you think is pushing their agenda right now?
Probably money, bro. To be honest with you, that's what pushes all politicians is money, bro. It has nothing to do with reality. It has nothing to do with what's best for people or the environment or anything like that. So it's gotta be money. You know, whose pocket are they in? That's the real question.
Yeah, that's definitely something I'm curious of, and I've had some conversations off the record about it. Like, where does that end? You know, where do we find the rabbit hole to jump in to find out where that ends? You know what I mean? Like, why is it such a big issue? I don't understand it. You got rapists, murderers, killers, all kinds of stuff going on around the world, but our reptiles are somehow one of the biggest issues on the market for y'all. Don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't think leopard geckos are gonna, you know, come into Florida and take over, and there's gonna be a big issue there. Yeah. There's obviously other species like the Burmese we got an issue with. Obviously, the lionfish we got an issue with. Obviously, the iguanas are kind of crazy and abundant. So I get their mission statement, but I don't get how they're moving. You know, like
Yeah.
you know, there's just little things that don't make sense, and some things do make sense, and that's okay. You know, I support the things that do make sense, but if it doesn't make sense, I got to question, you know, your whole motive behind it. Like, what is the actual point? Just because you don't want to go into detail about learning about every species, so you're just going to blacklist everything, and only the whitelist animals could, you know?
Well,
stay?
I think they do it is because they can't pocket money that we're making in these shows. You know what I'm saying?
that could be nationwide. Why we're seeing a lot of things nationwide. You know, we're having animals that reproduce, and we sell the babies. So I mean, they can't. It's not like we're buying cell phones and then reselling cell phones. It's not like that, you know. So we almost have like an endless supply of inventory, and man, I don't know. It's all good. What you got?
Yeah, he's getting up.
So, yeah, right. With what you brought it up, right? Let's say they go after the ball pythons. Do you think that's finally going to be what it takes to get everybody involved? I mean, is that really going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back, where we finally see the numbers that we need to be able to combat and have a voice in this fight?
Well, here's the thing: it's not just reptiles; it's also fish, right?
Mhm.
You got fish, you got the bird industry, you got the fish industry, you got the reptile industry. Now, reptiles, obviously, I think we have a lot more species than birds and fish. Maybe, you know, don't quote me on that because I'm not super knowledgeable on it. But um, the straw that broke the camel's back, I'm not sure what it's gonna be, man. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but I feel like you know, we're on the cusp of getting to that point where at the end of the day, man, if they look, I'm moving out of the state if they actually get to the point where they're like, okay, ball pythons aren't there. Now, granted, that's all I work with right now as far as species. So, you know, if they start banning other things, I might, you know, still be safe living here. But if it gets to the point where ball pythons are, you know, blacklisted, or wait, I don't even know, how would you say that? They're blacklisted. Yeah,
Blacklisted, yeah, they're not allowed.
yeah, they're not allowed. So, you know, if it gets to that point, I'll just move out of the state, man. It is what it is. You know, this is something I'm passionate about and something I love and something I want to do the rest of my life. And like I was talking about it the other day with the usual suspects. Like I can't picture myself not owning snakes. I can't picture myself not, you know, coming up with combos to create and you know, going through the motions of all that. So worst case scenario, I'm out of here. I'm going to Arizona or Texas.
No, I go to Texas, bro. I don't trust you, Florida's.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
right, you missed it. Oh, you missed.
Yeah,
I
how
was
many
roasting
people
Boza
in the
about
chat
that
right
the
now?
other day. Oh yeah. Oh god.
Yeah, you
I
just
spoke against Florida. I'm gonna get jumped now.
woke a giant, bro. What are you doing?
Oh man, I was
Oh,
giving
man.
Boza shit about that the other day, man. About coming to Arizona. I was like, nah, Texas is open, bro. Texas.
Honestly, I was looking at properties in Texas, man. It's so like I would live like a king if I lived in Texas with what I'm paying here. So yeah, Texas.
Oh, well, then you should definitely come to Texas.
Yeah, the housing market in AZ is insane right now, bro. We got massive inflation going on. It's not the move right now. Here in, like, I'd say give Arizona 5 years, and then we'll have the housing to where it needs to be affordable again. There's just not enough homes for the amount of people that we've taken in over the last, I don't know, it's like 7 or 8 years or something like that I was reading about. It's just, you know, we got people coming from Texas, California, some from Florida, some from the colder states. I've noticed we get a lot of people from Chicago here
Yeah,
because
man.
they get tired of the cold, and they're like,
Florida, I feel like they're trying to turn Florida into like a Cali and a New York where it's just ridiculous and you gotta, you know, you gotta sell your arm and a leg, you know, just to be able to afford to live there. And it's basically just big businesses coming in and buying up all its land and property and this and that, and then they're jacking up the prices to make profits on their investments. And you know, they don't give a shit about anybody like me and you or anybody else. They're just like numbers is all that matters. And at some point, as a business owner, whether it's big corporate business or little business, you know, you gotta care about people at some point, right? I mean, at the end of the day, we had this company come in and buy this apartment complex that I live in, and they bumped up our rent $1,100 after we had to renew the lease, and then now we're looking at places local, you know, to get out of here, and the 3-bedroom apartments in the place that I'm at now are going for like $5,000 now, and I'm paying 32 or 32, 33, whatever it is.
hold on, you said a 3-bedroom is going for $5,000.
Dude, that's not even the most expensive. The most expensive that we saw locally is like 10 stacks for a 3-bedroom apartment, and it's like they want you to show that you make 3 times the income, right? and they want you to put first, last, and security. And it's like, yo, if I'm making $30,000 a month, you think I'm living in your fucking apartment complex? Stupid, stupid. People are
No,
stupid.
that's oh man, that's obnoxious, bro. Yeah, you know what? Arizona's bad, but it's not that bad. Like, come on over, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
Like where I'm at, I'm in a 4-bedroom house with a front yard, backyard, in a very out of city, I guess would be the terminology I'm looking for. It's not the sticks, but it's not the country, but it's not the city. I'm like
That's
a fair
okay, man. It's
medium.
like, yeah, right in the middle. I love that, man. Like, I'm a city boy, you know. I'm originally from New York. I came to Florida. I moved to Boca, which is very city. It's where all the money's at, and that's cool. But you know, growing up not having money and being where all the money's at, it's a fucking weird feeling, dude. But at the end of the day, I've always just wanted to have, just give me a little bit of land, give me a few acres, give me a decent little house that I can be comfortable with my family in. I want to grow my own food. I want to breed my snakes. I want to breed my rodents and live my life. I'm so simple, bro. I'm so simple. I don't need Bentleys and Jaguars and all this other shit. I don't need mansions. I don't need yachts. All I need is a nice little place. Give me a little land. Let me grow some food. I'll drive my Suburban. Maybe I'll get a new Suburban. Okay, that's about it. Yeah, that's where I'm at, man. You know? Very simple life. That's all I'm looking for.
Respect, bro. I think, that's a mental that not everybody has anymore. Like, I'm very on the same wavelength as you on that. Like, I just want to live comfortably. I don't need the fancy shit. I would love an off-site facility for the animals, but outside of that, like, there's nothing really luxurious I need.
Yeah, like, yo, if I hit the lotto today, you would still see me rocking Chucks and Dickies and rocking my Bomb Projects hat, and you wouldn't see me with jewelry on, really, because I don't vibe like that. Like, it's a mentality, man. You know, and when you get money, it kind of reveals who you really are. And you see a lot of people, they get some money in their pocket and they switch up, and it's like, whoa, man, that's really who you were, and that's what you were waiting for. Get that money to be like that? That's weird.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
exactly.
don't know. When I get money, man, I'd be like, you want to go eat? Let's go eat.
Yeah,
Drop it on,
yeah,
you know. I'm like that. So
yeah. Let me buy a new snake.
Yeah, exactly. I'd dump it all back. Like, if I swear, like, on everything, if I won the lotto, I feel like a majority of it would be gone just on what I would do for the world. Just, with the donations and putting money where it needs to be to help
man, it's kind of
the animals. Like, it would be insane.
It's a very thin line, man, when you're donating, because, like, you donate to Red Cross or some shit like that, like, you don't know where your money's going. It's just, yeah, I would rather help people personally. Like, yo, if you need help, hit me up and we'll go do stuff to help you out if I had the money to do it. I'm not about, like, now as a business, yeah, it makes good sense to go donate to these places because you get tax write-offs and things like that, and I understand that. But, just be real mindful as to, what you're supporting and where you're putting your money. Because if you don't know, guess what? You don't know. You're just speculating.
Fair enough, man. Absolutely. So hold on real quick. I'm gonna respond to that comment. Yeah, Boza, if you hit the lotto, bro, you building a spaceship and heading out with your homies.
Yo, shout out to Aaron, man. He's fucking dope. Love this guy. The ambassador. And little junior ambassador.
Yeah, Boza Jr., man. That's the only reason we have this StreamYard up and going is because of Boza's kid. That's
Boza Jr. got me set up, man. No lie. I'm not gonna even lie.
That's dope.
I called him. He helped me set it up. Talked to me every step of the way to set it up, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. Every time I see him, man, I show him mad love. Like, yo, what up, little ambassador? Appreciate you, bro.
I haven't even seen him in the comments lately, so.
He actually just picked up a shirt for me, so I'm excited to see him rocking this shirt. I'll blast him on my
That's
page.
best.
Yeah.
Bro,
Boza,
I still need to pick up that damn shirt.
Yeah.
Everyone talks big and bad about moving to Arizona, and then one summer hits, and all of a sudden it's, I'm going back home, or I'm going somewhere else.
Listen, man, you guys got that dry heat, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, they do. We got that humidity heat, though, so
Bro.
the humidity here, fuck.
We're in Florida, man. 100% humidity, bro. 98 degrees. You're fucking dying. You walk outside, and it's like walking into a pool, and you just start leaking immediately, even if you just got out the shower. I take that dry heat all day.
Yeah, that's better.
I don't know,
bad.
man. I've heard that a lot, and then everyone's like, "Oh, it's a dry heat, and it's not bad." And then they're like, "Oh shit, this is bad." When it's like 121, 122 outside, it hurts almost.
Okay, yeah, okay. Those temperatures are pretty intense. Yeah, I get it. But
Yeah,
the
I
humidity,
mean,
the humidity sucks, man.
if you find somewhere up north, it's not too bad. If you're up for like elevation and paying the cost of living to live out there, it's great year round. Well, no, because then you got it's snow and I don't know, man.
I
Arizona's
want,
got a lot to offer,
I
but
want the seasons, bro. I love the seasons. I want autumn and winter and summer and be able to feel all those differences. I'm in Florida. We get 1 week of winter here, and that's
oh, then
about it. It's
don't come to
winter.
Arizona, bro.
Yeah, 1 week of winter and then summer the rest of the year. Crazy.
Yeah, we have like 3 months of winter and the rest of it's summer. That's
At least you get 3 months.
yeah, it's been cold this year, man. Like I'm really irritated with the weather because right now I should be in shorts and a t-shirt and now herping, and it's still cold and it's frustrating. I'm like, what the fuck, Arizona? This is not how we work.
Right.
Hey, can y'all hear kids screaming in the background?
Yeah, I've been hearing it
A little bit.
Shit, my bad, brother. Those are my nephews and nieces. They're all down here playing.
Yeah, I got 4 kids, man. I get it. I ain't worried about it.
So I can't block that out, man. I'm just like
Nah.
muting my mic every time, like letting you talk,
can't-
bro.
You
Yeah,
can't
don't worry
fry
about it.
eggs on your deck. You can fry eggs on the asphalt, though.
Yeah.
You can
same.
cook cookies on your dash in the summertime here. I'm just saying.
That's intense.
You put cookies out, go into work, and then you come back for lunch, and you got fresh cookies on your dash. Sometimes it's a win.
Hey, Ray. So how do I phrase this question? I want to know, how was your journey going like on all these podcasts has been for you? Like
Yo, man.
how has it been for you?
It's been really weird, bro. To be honest with you, I think it was like mid last year, I really made the choice to like put myself out there, and I started, just talking in chats and making videos and trying to get comfortable with that. Jason from Canadian Reptiles hit me up, and he was the first person to invite me onto a podcast, so we did that, and then it was just kind of like a snowball effect, man. And it was like one podcast after another, and I don't know the exact number, maybe like 6 or 7 in a very short time frame. And it's been really cool, and it's been really fun to kind of like chit the chat with everybody and get to know everybody and let everybody see me and kind of get familiar with my mindset and how I carry myself and where my thought process is and stuff like that. And that part's really cool. But I always say this, and I swear to God, I mean it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. like, why am I here? Like, there's so many other people doing so many big things in the industry and working amazing projects and got big collections, and they're I just feel very, very small, like tiny, man, like tiny, like guppy, right? In a place where sharks roam, and I'm getting put on platforms and people are bigging me up, and it feels weird, real shit. But I'm here, and I just I just got to be myself and keep pushing the gas, and we'll see where I end up. I guess I don't know. Right now I'm on a steady climb, and everyone's telling me like, yo, don't stop hitting the gas, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what more I could do, but I'm here. So
You know why? Because you're being
Somebody-
you, man. You're
yeah.
being real.
Can I reply to that one, Ray? Because I got a really good response to that one, man. I think about that sometimes with the guests that we bring on, right? Like who's got the next big project, who's got this, and then I stop that mentality almost immediately. I'm not after that. With all due respect to anybody that's working the big projects, congratulations. You guys got MJ for that. You guys got John over at Inquiline. There's so many podcasts that focus on the projects. Me and Chris care about the person. Like when Chris told me that you were coming on the pod, I was like, that's fucking awesome. And my thought processes started going. I'm like, okay, I'm super excited for this one. I do want to know what Ray's working, and I want to know what he's got coming down the pipe, but I want to know Ray. I'm excited to get a perspective from him to get out to the viewers that somebody hasn't asked those questions yet. Like the US Arc Florida stuff, the view on US Arc, and I've got so many things that are, boiling in my head and have been boiling and cooking, and there's a lot to come down this one, but it's about you as a person, man. Like I remember MJ talked a while back ago. I can't remember which episode it was, but he was talking about branding and how some people will jump out there and they'll get the stickers and they'll get the shirts and they'll get way ahead of their projects, right? And MJ says, do it the other way. He says, no. Start building up your ball python project, your boas, whatever you're working on, and slowly make a name for yourself. And then when your stuff starts to hit, there's a name, there's a lot to say behind that.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of people have proven that, branding and getting the brand out there and then hit with big projects works. But then there's the Ray route.
I guess.
Because everybody knows who Ray is at this point.
That's weird.
And your brand. And when those big projects starts to hit, like I would want to buy a big project from you, not for my next step in the business, but just to say that I have one of Ray's snakes, because Ray is one of the most incredible people in this hobby. I mean, I would put you in the top 5 easily for people that has changed the industry for the better in a positive way.
Thank you, man. Honestly, man, super humble, bro, to even hear that. When I first did it, I was like, okay, because that was the mentality that I started learning, from paying attention to everybody else's. You got to build your name, and then so that way when you are making these big projects, people know who you are and they see that you're actually working these projects. You're not just like a scammer account where you came out of nowhere and you got $10,000 snakes for sale, right? So they get to kind of follow your journey and see like, okay, he's got some visuals, he's got some heads, he's making babies, making combos. We're following his journey. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me let people in so that they can see that journey with me and follow me if they want to. It's not like an extravagant journey. I don't have billions of dollars in the business or hundreds of thousands or anything like that. But I got my little projects here and there, and it would be cool to let people see who I am first. So when the projects do come, it'll be a little easier for me to kind of move some, so that way I could generate income and keep the business going and stuff like that. I never thought one time that, I would be on all these podcasts. I never thought any of this stuff, man. I was just like, I'm blown away still. Like I think about it. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, no, I was saying that comment right here. What he's saying right now, it says the people that bring others into the industry and keep it going, not the projects. The projects seem unattainable at the beginning, but the people are approachable. Then that what makes the difference.
Yeah. And I'm a big listen. I've been a people lover my whole life. I like to help people. I like to talk to people and help them work through things. And it's not so much about giving them anything. It's about helping them change their mindset, because, that saying like, you could give a man fish, but if you teach him how to fish, he'll have fish forever. Something like that. Like, don't quote me. I probably sound stupid, but it's something like that. You know what I mean? Where like, if you change the mindset of somebody and you bring information to the table that maybe they weren't thinking about, they can move in a different direction, and they can move differently than maybe they were, and it could be more successful for them. So you don't know what you don't know, right? And I love talking to people and helping them work through their problems and giving them perspective that maybe they haven't thought about. I was talking to my son. He's 16, and he's been going through it. I talk about it often, actually. And one thing I said to him was, if you're standing in a tornado and you're spinning in a circle, how do you know which way is the right way to go? I said, show me one person that could walk a straight line when they're dizzy, right? So you gotta take a little bit of guidance from people that have your best interests in mind, and trust that they are leading you down the right path, So
Respect.
Yeah.
That's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
That right there. That's why everybody wants you on their podcast, right? That right there. Like your words of wisdom are second to none. Like, I said it backstage, I'll say it now. The interview that you did with MJ was incredible. I've never seen somebody go on that podcast and meet MJ at that level and do what you did. It was absolutely incredible. Like, you brought perspective to that podcast I don't think the world anticipated. Nobody in the industry thought that we were going to get the perspective, the views and different angles, and looking at that situation literally in a 360. Like, you literally, as a viewer, got to sit back and look at everything from the way that you had brought it to the podcast and the way you and MJ fed off of each other was literally like looking at a 360. There's no other way to describe it, and I don't think it did. It bettered the situation for literally everybody involved watching that podcast to be able to get that 360 view of what happens when these things go down inside of the industry.
Yeah, so I'm very I pay attention, man. I'm very detail how do you say that? Detail orientated or
Orientated.
orientated.
I don't know. I got a speech impediment, man.
Orientated, yeah, whatever. But yeah, I'm
Orientated.
very much attention to detail, like, and when everyone's acting crazy, I like to sit back and kind of watch and peep everything and how everyone chooses to move. And like I said earlier, shit has to make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. If we're talking, make it make sense to me, and then I'll support you and we'll move forward. Like you said, MJ, he brought up a comment while we were on the podcast, and it was getting him a little flustered. And at the end of the day, I kind of had to reel him back in and say, hey, look, man, you know what? Let that fucking person be whoever they want to be. But that shouldn't dictate how you carry yourself. And that shouldn't throw you off your line of balance. So yeah, man, it was a really cool experience. I got a lot of people that reached out to me and hit me up and were like, yo, man, that was a fucking great podcast. And, to me, I'm just being myself. And so, I'm not bringing anything crazy to the table. I'm just bringing my mindset to the table. And it's nice to hear. You don't know how you affect people unless they share it with you, right? So it was nice to hear people saying, hey, look, man, you kind of changed my perspective on some things. I'm going to move a little differently. Some people said it and did not move differently, and that's okay, but I pay attention and I notice. And some people did start moving differently, and I'm super proud of them. And I applaud them and salute them wholeheartedly. Like MJ himself, I'm not saying that I'm the cause that he did anything, but I could say that prior to our show, he was a little bit different. And then moving forward from our show, he seems happier. And that's the beauty of it, is that the happiness comes from within and then it shines out, right? So you can see that he's more relaxed, he's more chill, he's more into his groove. And when someone is in their groove, it's beautiful to see because it's just like fluid water, bro. They're just flowing and it's nice. When you see someone off, on their heels, off balance, they get, when people are under pressure, they don't make good decisions, So it's really cool to see, man. I'm really proud of them.
100%.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, because I agree with what you're saying and growing and like mindset wise. Because I had to grow a lot within this past year since we started this podcast or doing the lives, talking to you, like talking to everybody.
You were very quiet at the beginning, bro. So super proud of you, man. You're coming out of your shell and you're being more comfortable in front of the camera and you're talking more and you have more confidence in your opinions. You have more confidence in the message you're sending, and that's great.
I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. But yeah, man, I'm just I get y'all's positive, and then when I feed off your positive, it just excites me inside, and I just want to talk, man. Yeah, but like if I'm not feeling it, you'll see. I'll just sit back and I'll let Levi, take it. But sometimes I'm just trying to feel you out before I start talking to you. Like if we vibing, we're gonna vibe on the show. We're gonna vibe during the podcast, and then I've done that with in person. I've done that with Emilio. Yeah, Emilio's the same as he is on camera, the same as he is in person, man. Yes, and I told Emilio too. I was like, I'm the same. Doesn't matter. Like I'm gonna be me. And we were just goofing off. It was fun, dude. It was fun. I
say that all the time, man. Like authenticity is important. Who I am with you guys right now is the same person I am with my girl, with my kids, with my grandmother. I don't switch it up for anybody. I'm respectful. I speak how I speak. I curse. Unfortunately, that's a flaw. But I come from a pretty tough place, so I think I do good actually in comparison to how I used to be. So, authenticity is super important, man. And the more people understand that, the better the industry is going to be for all of us. A lot of people are out here pretending, bro. They put on this character like we're in some Hollywood movie or something like that. It's kind of lame, just to be honest and transparent.
it's hard, man. Like I've talked to some people that have like switched the way that they do that, and they go in and they say like the different things that they had to do to like they're like basically yeah, it's like being an actor, man. It's a lot of work trying to put on somebody that you're not. Like it just be yourself. Stop wasting time. You know,
it's almost and then you see people that get lost in it, and then they think that the character that they've been playing is really who they are, and then they carry that over. Like Andrew Dice Clay, you guys know who that is, or are you too young for that?
What was it?
Andrew Dice Clay. So Andrew Dice Clay was basically a stand-up comedian, okay, and he's very vulgar, and his whole act is very vulgar and disrespectful, and you know, it's kind of like that. But prior to him doing that, he wasn't like that, and then that was a character that he brought to the stage, and it almost became who he was. He almost adopted that character as his life, as his personality, and I feel like, you know, if you're not careful and you're playing this pretend character out there, you know, maybe not the best idea to let it get a hold of you like that. So, yeah, they're too young, right?
No, like, why would you do that though? Like, why would you want to pretend to be somebody you're not?
Because the attention that you get, and the you know, people love you for acting like that. So now when you go out in public, you feel like you always have to act like that. All right, so here's let me give you an example. Let's look at our industry, right? Let's say you got an Instagram, right? And you're posting videos of your beautiful animals, you're posting pictures, you're not getting that much traction, right? Then all of a sudden, on accident, you get fucking bit by a retic on your arm, and you're like, oh shit, right? And you fucking wig out, and there's blood, and you're like, oh my god, blah, 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 blah. Now you get this fucking attention. You got fucking 2 million hits on that one video because you got bit. What does every single person do that gets that fucking attention for getting bit? Now all of a sudden, they're getting bit in every fucking video. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
No, for real. I know somebody that was victim to that. I'm not gonna say names out of respect for the person, but they did a really good job of turning it around. They got a call from another person, and they switched it up quick. It was like that wake up call. You know, it was like, whoa, I got lost in it, and you know, there was an entire live on it, and you get lost in it, man. And it goes as far as like to put it in a different perspective, right? Let's talk about Heath Ledger for a second.
Yeah.
Somebody that literally got so lost in the role that he ended his life over how deep into it that he got, because he looked back and was like, whoa, is this really me? Couldn't live with it anymore.
Don't even realize who you are anymore. You look in the mirror and it's like a stranger, and you're like, whoa, who is this fucking character I'm playing, you know? And it's almost like if you stop being that character, you lose all the attention that you've been getting for that character. So now it's like, oh man, do I lose the attention and be myself? Or do I continue this and destroy myself for the attention because I enjoy it and I get that high, right? It's like a high. It's like doing drugs. You get attention for something, you want to keep doing that so you get more attention. It's a fucked up mindset. It's almost a disease in a way, mentally, when you really like sit back and look at it.
It really is.
It's like all these females. It's like all these females that you see, you know, they're doing shit. They're doing shit and they're not getting the views and they're not getting this. Then, you know, all of a sudden their fucking tits are pushed up to their face and their ass is hanging out and they're getting all this attention from perverted men that get no pussy. And it's like, you know, they get addicted to that high, and it's like, it's kind of pathetic, just to be real. Like sometimes I see some of these females showing their ass and I'm like, I just want to comment and be like, oh my god, you have an ass? That's crazy. I've never seen one of those before, you know, just to fucking embarrass them. But I would never do that. I would never do that because that's out of my character. So, you know, let people be who they want to be. But I'm definitely fucking paying attention and I watch everybody.
Yeah, come correct.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. Great minds think alike, because I was just about to bring that subject up. I was like, here's another version of how, you know, fucking attention gets addicting.
Yeah, and to circle back to the beginning of it, it's really just about, you know, I care about being authentic, and I have struggles just like everybody else, and life is very real, and we all go through shit, and I love people, and if I can help anybody, you know, maybe think about things differently and have them move differently, that's more than I could ever do for them if I was just to give them something, you know? You don't know what you don't know until somebody brings it to your attention.
That's true. Yeah. And that's true. Amen. Yeah. I agree to that, bro. For real. And like I've told Levi too, like when I came into this like hobby or industry, this community, back then it was just it was a group, and in that group it was like 7 of us, and something happened, the group like disbanded or whatever, because back then it was about cliques and whatnot. But when I got out of that group,
Still is.
yeah, but
Everybody's in
not,
a clique, bro. Everybody's in a clique.
yeah, regardless, yes, I
It
know,
doesn't
but
matter, and all a clique is a group of friends that vibrate on the same frequency mentally,
yeah,
and share the same passions for what they do, and it's okay to have a clique. It sounds bad when you say clique, but at the end of the day, even the top dogs got cliques, So
you're
when you
right.
hear anybody say, "Oh, these cliques," it's like, motherfucker, you're in a clique. What the hell are you talking about? You kick it with this person and this person and this person and this person. You're in a fucking clique. What are you even saying right now, hypocrite?
So,
Yeah,
real quick,
you're right. I got you.
there's
I got
overall
you. Right.
cliques too, right? That's why I would just bust out the ball python. There's a ball python clique, there's a retake clique, there's a boa clique, there's a
Yeah.
colubrids clique, and there's even venomous and then subsections of every single animal, bro.
Yeah.
Like you think about it, how many
Yeah,
times
bro.
do I get in arguments with other ball python keepers about what's better?
Yeah.
Just for
But it
it's
doesn't, it
always
doesn't
been
have to
fun.
be that
Always
way.
been fun.
It
Always
doesn't have
been
to be
fun.
that way. And when you really look at the big picture, I mean, we're all one big clique as far as the reptile industry. I don't give a fuck if you got leopard geckos, if you got monitors, if you got ball pythons, retics. It don't fucking matter, bro. Like, if you have a reptile, we are all in this together. And that goes back to a lot of the US ARC shit and why people are so passionate about it and um don't understand why it's not getting more traction or more support. Now at the end of the day, can you imagine if the entire pet industry, everybody who had fur babies and reptiles and fish and everybody came together, bro, they would shiver in fear in a corner to try to come at us. But because we're so divided and separated, it makes them feel comfortable attacking us on some dumb shit. They be on some dumb shit. And they're hypocrites, bro. They got these big fucking facilities for imports and exports in Miami, and they ain't shutting that shit down.
Bro,
Why?
you're right.
Because they get money from that. They make money from that. So we're not gonna hurt our own pockets, but fuck you, little guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
100%
So,
bro.
what I would say before that went that way was that when they asked me like what I wanted to do in this hobby, or like why was I here? I said I wanted to come in and spread positivity. I wanted to like change, change the community, because back then there was so much negativity. Even though there still is negativity, but it was worse back then, man.
Yeah. Negativity really comes from like them just being unhappy within themselves, bro. If you're comfortable and you're happy being who you are and within yourself, like you're cheering people on, bro. There's no room for that shit. Like if I see, yo, Levi, if you hit the lotto right now, bro, I wouldn't be jealous. I wouldn't talk shit. I'd be like, fuck yeah, my boy's about to fucking kill it for the next 3-4 generations of his bloodline. Like that's amazing. Some people would be like, oh man, why did he hit the lotto? Like fuck that guy, he don't deserve it. Blah blah blah. Like bitter people bring bitter energy, and it just is what it is.
No, respect.
If I hit the
concur with that
lotto,
100%.
if I hit the lotto, we're getting a fucking Sexin Flexin truck, man. I'm gonna pick up everybody. We're gonna go hang out.
Yo, I
No,
always
yeah.
talk about it, man. I'll buy a neighborhood and we'll call it the Snake Pit, and we'll just
Shit,
have a
I'll
bunch
try.
You got to be a snake
Hell
breeder
yeah.
to be in that neighborhood. I think that would be cool.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
That Ray, and I concur with you 100%, man. That's a great mental to bring. Being happy for others. Like I'm always on Instagram, whether I comment or not. There are some pockets I stay away from intentionally, but like I'll cheer people on. Like if you hit something or do something big, like fuck, congratulations. Like hell yeah, that's another big step for you and another big step for the hobby.
Now here's the thing, right? When you come across those negative people, the moment you engage them, you're bringing yourself down. You know what I mean? So acknowledge the negativity, but try not to address it, because at the end of the day, that's what it's there for. Is for you to be distracted from your own goals and your own projects and your own shit. It's to distract you and pull you to the side so that you slow down your pace a little bit.
But I try to like go in, even though like I know it's there, the negativity, like you can feel it. But I try to like pick them up. Maybe they need to be picked up. lift it up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to do extra I shouldn't be doing,
Yeah.
and
No, I feel you on that because hurt people hurt people. So you're at the end of the day, you're looking at it like, damn, what's really fucking with you? They got you like this. Let me try to help you.
be
And
like,
that's a
first of all,
great,
you ain't mad at me, you know. You're mad at that
yeah,
person, not me. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And that's a great perspective to have, bro, because you want to help people, and that's awesome. But like, the only thing I'm really negative about is shitty people. Like, I'm not, I'm negative in the sense that when that whole shit was going on, they were beefing or whatever. It's kind of like, why you guys wasting your energy? Like that shit bothers me. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I completely understand where you're coming from on that, right? Like what not one specific beef, right? But what the hell is the point in it, and what do we have to gain from fighting with each other? Ever. Nothing good has ever come of it. Like that one in specific, take away all the internals, right? And come from that 360 view and look at what went on behind the scenes, right? Something that went completely unnoticed. Big ass alert in Washington. Went 2 days without being spread. I saw it on USARK's page. And I saw the shares. Nowhere near until after that it calmed down a little bit that had made its light to our pages, to our algorithms, because we had, 2 days later everything had chilled out. It kind of took a break. It was like, okay, now we're seeing it. We should have seen that 2 days earlier and got on the ball. 2 days in legal talk, that's a long time. It's a long time for them to make a lot of progress and not hear anything about it. And it's not just that one specific issue, but it's all of them. When we're all arguing and bickering with each other, what is the fucking government up to? They're always up to something, and USARK is proving that to us now. Look at every podcast that we've done with the USARK updates. There is something constantly going on with these motherfuckers. They're always after us. We don't have time to be fighting with each other. Yeah, Look at Florida. God bless you guys and the fight that you're in. I can only imagine.
Yeah, I wish I lived closer to some of those meetings that they go to. For your voice to be heard. It's usually like 5-6 hour drive for me to get there, and it's not easy for me to get away from what I got going on. So,
For real.
Yeah.
Me too. I wish that's another thing too. If we could, I'd be like, hey, make sure you have a whole week off because we're going to be driving and we're going to go to that meeting. We're going to be there.
Rally up, bro. But, it's not, you got to think about reality, man. Not, people got kids, people got real jobs, real jobs in the sense that they work a 9 to 5 for somebody else and they will get fired if they don't show up. So, and I don't even consider that a real job. I consider that slavery. Working for yourself is a real job. So I retract my statement about people working real jobs.
Bro, for real, working like doing the snake stuff, like a business, branding yourself out, that takes a lot, man, and it mentally drains me. And Levi's like, why haven't you put up the StreamYard stuff, right? And I'm like, dude, I'm working, I'm doing the branding, I'm trying to do like the TikTok too and all that stuff. I didn't have time.
Work,
yeah,
it's a lot of work, bro. And if you're trying to really do everything by yourself, like that's why people hire marketing companies. That's why people hire, social media managers and things like that. Because if you try to do everything by yourself, it's too much. You have to have a team to succeed, especially when you're growing at a fast rate. So,
and that's why I thank Mi Familia, because it was a family. We all just, like you said, great minds think alike. We came together. And it's nothing but positivity. Nothing like nobody puts each other down. Everybody lifts each other's up. It's nothing but laughing and everything. And
yeah, that's how the usual suspects are, man. That's how the usual suspects are, bro. We talk to each other and we talk about ideas and we talk about different things that we're going through and we all help each other work through them and we ask opinions on because we value each other. You know what I mean? And that's just the way it should be, man. Like I always say this, and it's like, learn together. Or no, it was it's like learn together, grow together, succeed together.
Respect. No, absolutely. So, when did you get involved with the suspects? When did that what drew you into them? What was the opening of the door?
In all honesty, it like if I had to go back and replay everything, it was kind of like I told you that I wanted to put myself out there, and I started talking in chats on YouTube, and Terrence's show popped up, and I checked it out, and I was like, oh, this is cool. A bunch of people hanging out talking about reptiles. I was like, that's awesome. So I'm in the chat, and I'm sharing the chat with everybody in the chat, leaving comments about what they're talking about on the screen. Terrence is really good about acknowledging people and saying, "Yo, this person, this person, that," and that's phenomenal. He's really talented when it comes to that. Um, and then I did the show with Jason, and then that kind of put my face out there so people could actually like hear me talk and see me. And then I think one day I was in the chat on a Hair Down Friday, and somebody kind of came at me wrong, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, you looking for the one, and I'm not the guy, so you need to keep it moving." And I guess Terrence saw that, and immediately he invited me to jump on the show. He's like, "Yo, you want to jump on the show? I'll send you the link." And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure, that's cool, man. Let's do that." So he sent me the link. I tried to get it on with my phone. It didn't work out too good. My connection sucked. And I hit him up in the DM, and I was like, "Hey, man, I appreciate you inviting me on. Maybe we could do it again another time, and I'll have a better setup or whatever." And then he invited me on, and I came on, and we were shooting the shit, and uh, it was like kind of like me and Emilio kind of like popped up at the same time. That's like my road dog. And it was kind of like T approached me. I didn't actually approach him or even mention it or anything. It was never even a thought on my mind. He was kind of like, "Hey, man, you want to be a part of like the Usual Suspects, like our little group or whatever?" And he asked me and Emilio, I guess, at the same time, and we were both like, "Yeah, sure, man, that's cool. We dig you guys, and we all get along, and we got uh, good vibrational frequencies. Like we all vibe on the same frequency, which I really pay attention to, right?" And he invited us to join, and we he brought us into the chat and threw us up on the thumbnails, and we spend a lot of time talking to each other. And it's not just about snakes. Like we talk to each other about life, about kids, about moves that we're making. We talk about everything. It's not like, oh, we're I played around and I was like, "Oh, man, I joined a gang, cool, man, Usual Suspects." But that was just me fucking around. But at the end of the day, it was nice to have people that were like-minded that I could vibe with on a more personal level, instead of just being the guy on the outside that fucks with everybody. It's like, okay, now I really fuck with you guys. Like, so that's kind of how it got to where it is, I guess. Yeah, and I've never gone anywhere. Nobody's ever asked me to go anywhere, so we're just riding it out. It's awesome. Love everybody that's there.
That's badass, bro.
Hell
Not
yeah,
gonna
bro.
lie. I feel
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
How
I wasn't.
scary does it? It's scary how familiar me, Familia, and the Usual Suspects are.
For real,
Yeah.
same thing.
Like it's
Yeah.
the same thing, just different keepers. Literally different keepers. Like we got a variety of keepers. You guys all, for the most part, all of you guys keep all pythons, right? Like that's like the primary.
Yeah, I think Justin from Pipeline. He has some different species animals. He has like a white throat monitor, and I'm not sure if he has big snakes or not. But I know Nicole from Lady Tiz. Hey, there she go, right there. Nikki T in the house. What up? Thanks for being here. She's dealing with a lot of big snakes. She got berms and retics, and she's got big lizards and all kinds of awesome stuff, man. So, but primarily, yeah, we're all ball python people. And that's the thing. Like, I don't think anybody in the Usual Suspects asked to be a Usual Suspect. I don't think it works like that. I don't know the details how T runs that or whatever. I just kind of do me. And he said, "Hey, you want to do you and just be a part of this group?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely, man. That's really cool, man. I fuck with you guys, so let's do that." But if you're out there and you're like, "Hey, man, can I be a part of the Usual Suspects?" It's like kind of weird, right?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. It's like somebody outside going, "Hey, can I be in your Mi Familia chat and like vibe with you guys?" It's like, no, man, it's invite only,
Yeah, no, I don't think we've never had a request. It's always been, it's the same thing as you guys. Like once somebody fits the puzzle piece, they fit the puzzle. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Or once their piece fits into the puzzle, like it's just like bam, there it is. You guys vibe and it's a good time, man.
And it's not that we disrespect anybody or have less respect for anybody else in the industry.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss real quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's getting yelled at. Anyways, go on, Dre.
It looked like it.
She's like, go take a piss and lie. Stop lying.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah, I can't even believe we've been on here an hour already. That's what's popping. Having a good time with you guys.
Where'd you leave off at right now? Before he interrupted that.
I was saying basically like, it's not like we're like, oh, usual suspects, fuck everybody else. It's not like that, man. We got a lot of respect for everybody in the industry. We have a lot of relationships. Each individual one of us has a lot of relationships with. Hey, is that Keys?
Yeah, bro. I never take it off, bro. I always have red, or I switch it out with whatever I wear, color match. That's how I do.
So yeah, man. It's. I feel like it's not what some people think it might be. And that's okay. People could think whatever they want to think.
I feel you on that, man. I feel you because I bet people think the same thing about me for a minute, and it's not what they think. They really like vibe and stay positive, or if I vibe with somebody, and I'll ask, or Levi will ask, and be like, "Hey, what about so and so?"
Yeah.
And then we just say, "Welcome to the family."
If you're just on the same frequency as somebody, then you have a connection regardless whether you put a name on your relationship or not. You know what I mean? And it just is what it is, man. It's really cool. I appreciate everybody.
Bro, so I really want to know, like, doing the ball python stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what were your struggles with the ball python stuff? Like, have you had a clutch yet? Or what's going on with that?
Man. I've been keeping ball pythons for like 8 years. I've had my my first clutch the first year because I was super excited. I got wind of Brian Barczyk on YouTube and completely got obsessed with breeding and racks and all this other stuff, and it just like went super hard the first year.
Can I interrupt real quick, guys? Chris,
good?
I hate to do this to you, brother, but I need you to hold this podcast down. I've got a family emergency I have to take care of, like right now.
Shit,
I will update you guys, but I like seriously got to go take care of this. It's like 911 life-threatening shit. So,
oh shit, man.
Hopefully I'll be back. If not, I'll fucking update you guys with text. But yeah, man, I'll be back in a little bit. All right, Chris, kick me out of the studio because I gotta go.
I'm all right. Later, bro, and I was on mute, all stupid. All right.
Yeah, man, that's intense, man. I hope everything's all right over there.
For real, me too. I don't know what's going on. I hope Levi's good. Everything's good. I mean, I don't know how long you wanted to run, but we're gonna run as long as we can, brother.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Even though I work overnight, but yeah, go on. Back to the
with the ball pythons. Yeah, man. I sorry, man, that rattled me real quick, but
yeah, I know that. I mean,
because then you start thinking the worst, right? So it's like, oh shit, I really hope everything's all right. But
like, I hope he tells me something, but he hasn't sent me nothing yet.
Yeah, no, it's okay, man. Let him. He'll figure it out, and he'll let everybody know what's going on. So yeah, bro. What the hell was I saying? Getting into the ball pythons and like what that's been like and my struggles with that. Like, so I just started buying random ball pythons. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a genetic strategy. I didn't have combos or like a real vision for where I wanted to be. I was just buying ball pythons, and I thought they were cool. If it looked cool, I would buy it. And it ended up kind of hurting me in the long run. But that's a story you hear from a lot of people. To be honest with you, is that they got in, they started buying a bunch of eye candy, and then they had to pivot at some point, right? So when I first started, I ended up having to move shortly after I started getting ball pythons because I was having a kid and we needed another place, and like I started selling off snakes even though I was already having clutches. I was building my own racks out of wood, weighed 200 pounds. It was crazy.
Damn,
then
that's badass though.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. Like, I'm a fast learner, right? And when I want to learn something and I'm really interested in it, I do a lot of research, and I'll stay up for hours every night just studying. Basically, everything is about studying. The more you know, the better you can maneuver, right?
Yeah. Agree.
So So when things started slowing down and I kind of got settled in, um, I evaluated what I had and I said, okay, there's another level to this besides just having snakes and trying to put them together. And I really started diving in deep to learning about, the genetic combos, the genetics in itself, because that's really a huge importance as far as being successful. If you're just putting random shit together, then you're gonna make random shit, right? So I wanted to be a little more focused. I started learning about recessives, codoms, what does what with what. Um, and I would say it was probably around 3 years ago that I was like, okay, I kind of have an idea. I don't have a ton of money to invest, so I can't just start buying all the new hot shit. But I said, let me do some research and see what's not out there that I could possibly make with what I have. And I had like a banana pied and a calico genetic stripe female, and I didn't see anything about genetic stripe pods. So I was like, you know what? Let me try to put those two together. We'll make some double hets, and we'll go for the double visuals of that with two codoms mixed in with it, and in a few years after the babies are raised up. So a lot of people are in a rush, and if you have a lot of money, you could be in a rush in a sense that you could start collecting a lot of big projects that you want, right? Um, but at the end of the day, you still have to wait because they have to be raised up, they have to breed. You got to do this, you got to do that. If you don't have a bunch of money, you still got to take the long road anyway. Where you're like, okay, well, let me take this here and put it together, and then the babies from that will have to be raised up, and then breed those together, and hopefully we'll get some visual stuff. And that's the route that I went, man. And last year I went for the double visual, and I thought I hit it, dude, but I didn't hit it. Um,
Damn.
yeah. But it's okay because I got 4 double het females that are gonna go this year, and we'll go again for it. And since then, I was just accumulating genetics that I really wanted. So I wanted spot nose, I wanted leopard, I wanted Exanthic really bad. I ended up getting Exanthic. I got blessed and was able to get an Exanthic clown
Nice.
female.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then I got an Exanthic clown male, and it's just been growing them up. I wanted chocolate in my collection, so I got a pastel cinnamon enchi chocolate hypo female.
Chocolate. I don't know.
I like it, man. I love the way it looks, especially like super chocolate and clown, or like just chocolate and clown together. I really like the way that looks. So I was like, yo, I want to fuck with that. Um, so I got
Hey Ray,
chocolate in there. Good.
did you see the podcast with Holly that we did?
Yeah.
And then I was like, that I what made me me? Because you were talking about. I'm sorry, I'm going off subject because you talked about what made you you. I'm gonna talk about what made me me. Because when I used to be a cop, like I've seen like babies die in my arms, stuff like that. Kids decapitated. I've almost lost my son. So the way I am is because of that.
Yeah.
That made
Yeah.
me who I am.
Yeah, and
That
that's
made me
part of
change my life.
your
Yeah.
journey. Yeah, that's part of your journey, man. That those things were necessary for you to become who you are. You know.
And I was trying to say that
I feel like
earlier, but
God.
I couldn't because y'all kept talking, and I was like, you know.
Yeah,
But
no, it's all good, man. It's all good.
but we have some questions in here in the comments for you. It says, "What is your favorite 3 morphs you have produced?"
That I've produced.
Yes.
Uh, favorite morphs. It's got to be pied stuff. Got that banana calico pied pos hat G stripe that I did last year. That was pretty dope. It looks really good.
I
Um,
hit that this year. I made a banana calico, not calico pie, but I got a banana calico head ghost head pie.
heck goes head pied. Nice, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna look dope actually. So what else? Over the years, like off the top of my head, I don't even know, man. It's like pod combos. I like Pied, bro. I like Pied a lot. I loved Pied when I first got
Bro,
in. I was obsessed with it.
I was
I
like,
was
who
like,
doesn't
yo,
love like pie?
yeah, a snake that's half white and half pattern was just like so appealing to me. So it was like just trying to make Pied combos.
Holly
Um,
wants to know now. Holly wants to know what's your favorite dominant and recessive.
my
You
favorite
got this.
recessive is Exanthic. My favorite codom, probably Leopard. To be honest with you, I love what Leopard does.
What's your top selling combo, Ray?
Honestly, I haven't sold a huge handful of big combo snakes, man. I'm still, like I said, man, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm very much just a little guy. I've sold a lot of snakes, and it was nothing like that I was super impressed by because I didn't know better. It was just me putting snakes together and making babies, and keeping back the females and getting rid of the males, and then I really had to pivot and try to focus on it. So I don't
Ooh,
really, yeah, I don't really have like my favorite combos that I've sold. Spot Nose Chocolate Clown Dark Knight. Yeah, that's super dope. I'm excited to do that.
wait, what is that?
Spot Nose Chocolate Clown.
Huh. I have a spot nose. I have a super spot nose, but so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
They're both head clowns, so I'm gonna put them together and just get double head clowns.
So they're both head clowns. You got
Yeah,
a super Spot Nose and a what? What's the other one?
and just a regular spot nose
So you got a super Spot Nose head clown and a Spot Nose head clown.
head clown. Yeah,
Yo, did you
male and
find it?
female.
Do you have issues with the super Spot Nose? I heard they have some issues with that.
No, mine's are fine from what
Yeah.
I've seen. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with them.
Oh, okay. Interesting, man. Yeah, I thought there was an issue with that. So there was like a big no to go down that route.
I mean, I can show you them real quick. You want to see them?
Yeah, no doubt. That'd be dope. Let me see.
Hold
Yeah, what I got going on right now is I got an Xanthic Clown as a base, and I got a DG female that I'm putting it to. I got some pod females I'm putting it to. I got some genetic stripe, some hypo females I'm putting it to. So I'm going for the long road where I'm going to be making double and triple head armies. Oh yeah, that looks great, man. There's no issues with that. So the one in your left hand is the super?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super clean, bro.
And the one over here is the male.
Nice. Spot Nose is so beautiful, man.
Yeah, he's super light.
Yeah, 100%.
Or she's super light, sorry.
It almost looks like it's DG in there. Maybe it's the lighting, but it looks super bright, yeah, and clean on the side.
No, it brightened up. I don't know what else is in here.
Yeah,
no, honestly, it just says super spot nose.
I'm sitting here trying to be normal, man, but I'm thinking about Levi, man. Levi and what's going on?
Yeah, I know. I'm just like, damn. Everybody's jumping off, and I'm like worried about them. See what else going on. Hold on,
exactly.
Let me put them back.
So yeah, like I said, like 3 years ago, to the people in the chat that are asking me about the projects I'm trying to do, yeah, I got like I said, 3 years ago. Well, I guess we're going on 4 now because we're in 2023. Is when I really started dialing in, and that's where I have the recessive projects and putting the double recessive Xanthic clowns into them, and making those triple heads and making the double heads with other genetics that I want in. So that's been the focus, really, and it's just been growing up babies.
Here's the baby I produced, the banana calico head ghost head pied.
Nice, man. That's a male or female?
It's a female.
Nice, and I assume you got the male to go with it to make the double visuals.
Yep.
Nice. What's the ratio you got on that? Male to female.
My male to females, I got 11 males and the rest all females.
No. I'm saying for that specific clutch for the double heads.
Oh, just as a first.
No. I'm saying, did you get like 2 males and like 3 females, or did you get like 3 males and 4 females? Like, what's your ratio in that specific clutch? So I understand.
Oh, okay. I know what you're saying. I only got 1 and 1, so I got 1 male, 1 female.
Oh, shit! Good content.
That wasn't supposed to happen, but I was not expecting that. That's what I get for twiddling my fingers in front of her.
Yeah.
Hey, Ray, they want to know if you can show off a few snakes.
Yeah.
Show some bangers. Show your favorite.
I don't really have like big bangers, bro. I will eventually.
But I mean, I don't have big bangers either. But yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Hold on 1 second.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody says I have some good stuff, but I mean, everybody likes that Xanthic TSK, and I got a Xanthic VPI that just ate. But I've never had her strike at me, or that's a first for her. That's crazy.
Let Let me see if I
Uh,
probably see it better if I turn this light off. Hold on. Yeah, there we
and you said that's not a banger?
go. I didn't say it's not a banger. I just said
Bro, that's
I don't have a
come on,
lot of
that's
bangers. So this is a pastel blade VPI Xanthic clown female.
everybody's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love her, man. She's actually, if you look at my logo, the head stamp on this snake here
Oh, it's
is,
her?
yeah, it's her.
That's badass.
I just
I
thought she
didn't
had a,
notice.
yeah, I thought she had a super unique head stamp. Let me see if I could get it on there.
And that's how you became a learned serpent, or
I originally had a different logo. It's kind of hard. Yeah, she's not gonna cooperate. You can kind of see it a little bit.
yeah, I see it.
Yeah, but
Hold on, let me solo you out. My bad, dude. I'm such a
no, it's
bad
all good.
host. There you
So
go.
yeah, she doesn't want to put her head down for me. But yeah, so I originally had another logo that had some color behind it, and Daytona uh, Reptile Show was coming up, and I didn't have shirts made with that logo, and I was like, well, I need to change my logo so I can make my own T-shirt, so I could, show up rocking my own swag, and that's how I ended up with this. It was something simple that I could just make myself, and I didn't have to worry about going to a printing company to do it, and yeah, I just really like it a lot, so I ended up deciding to stick with it, and this is just what it is now. Now you see it everywhere. I got that shit plastered everywhere.
Dude, it's crazy, right? Like, well, you did it the right way, but when I came into the hobby, like, I didn't have a clutch at all yet. I like didn't have one yet. The only clutches I had or eggs I got were from leopard geckos. So I produced leopard geckos too.
Oh, that's really cool. Hold
Yeah,
on,
so I
I'll
have
be right
some.
back. But
So
you
I
keep
have
talking.
some. I was like, so I had some gorgeous ones. So I did it backwards, man. I started branding myself out, started making shirts, started making cups, hats, you name it. And then everybody's like, why are you doing it backwards? Like, why not produce snakes, then do your brand? And no, but I mean, the brand set off for me. That's what took off for me was, the name,
That's
the
kind of
logo.
that's kind of where I feel like I'm at, where I'm creating my brand before I'm actually producing the snakes that represent my brand. If that makes sense.
Are you going to try to make your own line of snakes? Like ball python, Gene? Or morph? Sorry.
I was actually talking to some people about that, and hold on one second. I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing a bunch of snakes and putting them next to me, so that way I don't have to get up and do it again.
I feel you. I feel you. Well, let me grab some too. Let me see what I got right now. Everybody likes a white snake, right? I got a blue eye Lucy who wants to see that. Hold up.
All right, let's see where we at. So I got this girl here at Daytona. This is black pastel lavender albino. It's kind of really hard to see how crazy the flaming is in these oranges. I don't know if you guys can see that good, but like the oranges, like they start off really light as a white, and then they gradually like get darker into the oranges. Super beautiful. I wasn't even a fan of lavender. Excuse me. I wasn't a fan of lavender for a long time, and then we saw this at the show, and my girl was like, "Eye candy, can we get that, please?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And since I've gotten her, I saw somebody posted a sunset lavender, and I thought that thing was phenomenal. So I think that's the route I'm going to go with her when she's ready.
Bro, that is gorgeous. I'm not, that was super gorgeous. And then I
Yeah.
got this guy. It's my only dark snake. He's a blackhead. Well, he's a
Oh
chocolate
man,
blackhead.
I'm upset. Yeah, what are you talking about, guy that doesn't like chocolate? You got a chocolate blackhead.
Yeah. I got a
Yeah,
chocolate blackhead. Well, he's chocolate blackhead Russo.
chocolate blackhead Russo. That's an
Yeah.
interesting combo. Yeah, I love
I got it.
blackhead, man.
And he's in shed, obviously.
Yeah, I got a blackhead leopard, red jean, red ringer, double het, clown pied coming from Justin from Pipeline. Super excited to get that boy over here.
Bro, that sounds like some heat right there.
Yeah, buddy, I'm super excited. And then this is the snake that I got from Emilio. That's the Super Blade VPI Xanthic Clown male, and they'll be producing me some double visuals for my girl's first season. But this is the guy that's going to put in a lot of the work next season because he's not going to be ready this season. So he's the one that's going to be making me all my double heads and triple heads with the genetic stripe and the hypo and the DG and all this other stuff.
That's gorgeous, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I fucking love this guy so much, man. Like his head stamp is crazy. Let's see if we could
Damn, look at that. Does he have blue eyes?
Yeah, they are like blue, man.
Damn. That is fire, dude. That is fire.
Yeah, so super beautiful, man. I love the Xanthic stuff, bro. Like I've been a tattoo artist since I was like 16, and although I could do color tattoos and I'm good at my color and all that other stuff, like I've just always been attracted to the black and gray tattoos. So it only makes sense that when it comes to the snakes, I'm attracted to the Xanthic stuff. And with that mindset, I have to really focus on, I can't focus on like the orange dream stuff and like the real colorful stuff. I have to focus on pattern mutations and I have to focus on dark genetics. Ooh, what we got there?
So pastel lesser pinstripe.
Nice, man.
Well, at least that's what it said it was, I think.
Like that pattern?
Yeah, pastel lesser pinstripe possible granite. Bro, but your clowns are gonna be fire, dude. I'm trying to get on that clown gene. Like I'm trying to do Xanthic clown pie, and I'm trying to do the clown pies first of all. Like
yeah, shout out to Zach, man. He hit the first triple, bro. That's amazing. Did you see it?
Zach, bro. I mean, not Zach, bro. Zach Pied his life. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
He hit the VPI Xanthic clown pie, bro. That thing is amazing. Let me see what else I got for you.
Are you gonna do like stickers, cups, and stuff like that too, Ray, or just shirts?
No, I'm gonna go full merch, bro. I'm gonna do tumblers. I'm gonna do hats. I'm gonna do sweatpants. I'm gonna do as much stuff as I can, man. Sky's the limit. The only time you're limited to what you could do is when you put that limit on yourself. So I'm really focused on really getting it out there. Try to do a little bit of everything. So this is I originally bought this as a spot nose leopard because I wanted to get those two genetics into the collection, but come to find out that it actually has redhead too, confirmed by a big dog. And if you look at the head stamp on this, let me see. Hi, baby. There you go. She's got a crazy head stamp there.
That's gorgeous, bro.
Yeah, I kind of fell into redhead, which I thought was super awesome, and to have it in with a spot nose and a leopard at the same time, like pretty phenomenal, man. Really excited about this one,
bro.
If you look at regular spot nose leopards, they typically don't have this break in the black dorsal pattern where you have this brown splitting the dorsal here. So that's another indication that there was something else going on, but I wasn't that familiar at the time. Until someone brought it to my attention. So yeah, I really like this combo a lot. She's beautiful.
Just gorgeous, bro.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
some stunning snakes. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
But yeah, dude, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Maybe like 10 years down the road. Do you want to own a shop? I know you're still doing. Are you still doing the classroom? Like with the teachers and stuff,
technically, it wasn't me really doing anything with the classroom. It was just me helping out a fellow breeder in the industry who happened to be a teacher who's teaching his students about ball pythons.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he has ball pythons in the classroom, and they learn about genetics, and they learn about pairings, and they learn about ovulations and all the stuff that comes along with breeding ball pythons. And when I was talking to him, he didn't have a ultrasound, and I just thought it was just kind of like something that gets put on your heart, where you're like, oh man, I'm gonna try to help you with that. I couldn't do it myself, but I said, you know what? If I can put in a little bit of effort, let me see what I can accomplish for you. And I started reaching out to people, and the community came together, and we got that done for him. And I think it took like 3 days to get the funds up to get him an ultrasound. That's Joe from Kingdom Pythons. So shout out to Big Dog Dr. Joe. Love this guy.
I was
And
like,
he's
he's in here right now.
Yeah. He is in here probably, bro. Which is awesome. Thank you for being here. There he is. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, absolutely. It happened really fast actually, and something that makes me chuckle is like he was like, "Oh, Ray, that's really nice of you to want to do that, and if it doesn't work out, don't worry about it." And I was like, "Nah, bro." I was like, "This shit's gonna work out one way or another." I was prepared to go stand on the corner of a street and ask people for help, and luckily I didn't have to end up doing that, and we got it done in like 3 days, which was phenomenal, man. I couldn't even fathom that it got done like that.
Bro, that was awesome. And I was watching that, and Billy was on there and everything. And I was like, oh, Emilio was on there too, wasn't he?
Yeah, Amelia was on there too, man.
It was literally like right after he had just did like a getting balls deep pod, right? Or the hold on, let me.
Yeah, no doubt. This is a black pastel, so black pewter desert ghost female. And she's growing nicely, man. I call her my dump truck because she just fucking eats every single time I give her food, bro. And she's always ready. Hi, beautiful girl.
Damn, she's gorgeous too.
Yeah, no, she's stunning, man. So this is like I said, a black pewter DG female, and I got her from the Bells from Jeremy at Fireball. So super excited to get this girl mixed in with the Xanthic and the clown, because that's like a dream snake of mine. When I saw Justin posted that video or that picture of the Xanthic clown DG, I fell in love immediately and was just like, holy shit, I need to be able to make that because I definitely can't afford it. So that's going to be her first clutch, will be triple hets for me. And that's what I try to tell people. Like, I won't have snakes for sale for a while because everything I'm making is double and triple hets, and really building that army so I could set myself up for that 5-10 years that you were talking about, where we're producing, double, triple, quad recessive snakes with codoms involved, Yeah, so she's super beautiful. I love this girl.
And so you're gonna bring some heat.
Oh yeah, man. You know what? It's kind of like I can make a little bit of noise right now if I really wanted to. Go ahead. You got. Okay. Got you. Okay, so to the people in the chat, what up? What's popping? So I could make a little bit of noise right now. Hey, you're back,
bro.
Yeah, you had me worried about you, man. I wasn't even thinking about like the podcast anymore. I was more concerned, like, what's this guy got going on right now?
All right, so everybody want a quick update and some fun, some insight as to what goes on behind the scenes of my life?
What happened?
My mom has COPD, stable lung cancer, and her health is declining. Her and my dad had some kind of little bickerment, and she walked off. She left her phone at home, having memory issues, and it's like basically it's the equivalent of dementia. So think about it is, and I've been fighting this fight for a long time. But that's why it was life threatening. She walked off, she couldn't be found, and it's been 25 minutes. My dad came and got me, and I was like, well, fuck. She could be anywhere, so I fucking flew down there. Thank God somebody stopped her and called the local police department out here. Oh man, those guys are fucking heroes, man. Because I don't know, I was driving down one of the roads here. I was like, well, fuck, it's about as far as she's gonna make it before some kind of health issue kicks in. I'm thinking the next step. Yeah, she's good. She's good. PD found her. We're good.
Okay. Good. Glad to hear that.
But yeah, my thought processes were not where they needed to be. So we're good. My mom's okay.
Yeah, no, thank God, bro. Because I'm sitting here trying to like be like normal, and in the back of my head, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I hope he's all right. Like, when you hear stuff like that, man, like, you always think the worst. Like, yo, did a kid get hurt? Did somebody, in this family, something.
Well, when my dad told me it had been almost a half an hour, I was like, well, fuck, that's with breathing issues, man, all bets are off. So
yeah, Yeah.
But
Bro, I
we're
was
good.
all worried. I was like, you didn't even message me, nothing. I was like,
Dude,
damn. And then I was all
nobody.
trying to like keep going. I was like, man, I'm just worried about Levi.
Yeah. Me and Chris are sitting here trying to shoot the shit, man, and continue on. And the only thing in the back of our heads is like, yo, what is even happening right now? Like, I hope this guy's all right, bro.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. But ooh, man, I'm telling you, my thought processes were not good. We live. So let me give a little bit of more insight. Right, we're not in the inner city, so it's not like we have a huge populace of people walking up and down the streets, walking their dogs.
Right. Yeah.
And the area where our store is at, there's a bunch of open desert with open pits, hills to slide down, and I don't know, a half a mile down the road. It all looks the same at night, so it's really easy to turn around. If you go one way, you go into a neighborhood. You go another way, you go into open desert, and then the other way is a ginormous drop into a canal. So my mom having the health issues that she has, and that right there, not knowing where she's going because she can't remember her own address, let alone directions in the desert, was like that's 2 out of 3 are negative options. Because once you get out into that open desert, it's all bets are off. Like it goes and goes and goes, and the next stop to civilization is about 15 miles, and it's a neighborhood.
Right.
I've driven out there just to find out from point A to point B while I'm herping. And it's super easy to turn around, man. It's 15 miles each way. Like, it's just straight open desert and pits and creeks and washes and all kinds of crap to run into. So it was like that. Yeah, it was not the thoughts I want to be having tonight.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry that happened, bro. But I'm glad that she was found safe and quick. You know what I mean?
Thank you. Yo, real quick, shout out to Peoria Police Department. If y'all ever fucking see this, y'all are my heroes. Y'all do a damn good job. Keep doing a good job. I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's phenomenal, man. So just to get you caught up to speed, I'm just showing off some snakes. I got one more left to show off that I'll show off.
And then we were talking about that high school podcast he did with Emilio Villi and what he's going to do in 5 years from now.
Joe with Kingdom Pythons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were getting the ultrasound together for him in his classroom, so that way, he's a biology teacher, man. So it only makes sense that he has one of those, and it just like so important for me to know that he would have that equipment that's so useful for him to help his educational program for these kids, and at the end of the day, what he's doing, I don't give a fuck who it is, man. He's doing more for this industry than anybody because he's raising. I'm sorry, he's not raising, but he's teaching the future of our country. And the more of those kids that understand reptiles and ball pythons, the less hardship we'll have as an industry against all these politicians and the government, So super stoked about that.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. What Joe is doing is fucking incredible, man. I can't support that guy enough.
Yeah, 100%.
And dude, I was about to say too, like, because the only reason I brought that up was because at Arlington I got stopped by a student asking me if I would do a Zoom call with her class and talk about reptiles.
That's awesome, man.
I was a cop for. Hold on, let me answer this question. I was a cop for 6 years. I was a CERT officer. Then I was a SWAT officer. And then I went to adult probation. So I've been pretty much do it all.
Yeah, you balls deep.
And now I'm just what Levi likes to call gas station chronicles.
Yes. Y'all catch the podcast he did from the fucking closet in the gas station, bro? That shit was dope.
Nah, I didn't see that, man. And let me
go back and check that one out.
Let me show off this snake real quick, and then I'll so I can put all these things back real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Go for it, bro. Do it.
So I got this boy from KG. There's a little bit of mystery behind him. The pairing was Mandarin het pied to a Mojave pied female from Europe. Long story short, best case scenario, it's NR Mandarin, Mojave, het pied, het monsoon. Worst case scenario, it's just a Mojave het pied. I'll let you guys be the judge of what it is. But at the end of the day, I gotta do like Ozzy says and shut up and breed, right? So in order for me to prove it out, Now, if you look at this guy's pattern, it's freaking nuts, man. Oh, I want you to go the other way. There you go. So we got fish hooks, we got donuts on the dorsal, um, and our mandarin and Mojave together really doesn't show the bright oranges that a normal, what you would expect from a mandarin. So that's where the issue is lying as far as identifying it in this snake. Um, he definitely has a wacky pattern. He's got a lot of stuff going on in the alien heads. He has a lot of gapping between the alien heads. He's got these fish hooks everywhere. He's got the donut. He's got the donuts up on the dorsal by the neck area, right there. When you hold them in natural sunlight, all of these dark, what looks like brown.
Ray, real quick, can you hear me? We lost your audio.
Oh shit! Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, yeah, this is exciting stuff, man. All right, so listen, I got this guy from KG at Bomb Projects. He bred an NR Mandarin het pied to a Mojave pied female from Europe. Best case scenario from this snake is that it's a Mandarin Mojave het pied, also het monsoon. And the reason we say het monsoon is because it's throwing off all these wacky patterns. You got donut holes, you got donuts along the dorsal here. You got these fish hooks that you can see like right here. The separation of the alien heads is also another indication. What else we got? Like, look at that alien head right there. Like, what is even that? Pretty crazy.
Fucking wild.
Yeah. So now, with the thing about it is like, NR Mandarin and Mojave together don't make that bright orange that Mandarin has, right? Now on this video right now, looking at it, it's brown. It doesn't look. It's like brown and blacks. But when you put them in the sunlight, all these colors here turn red. It's actually like a reddish tone. So best case scenario, like I said, it's Mandarin, Mojave, double het, pied monsoon. Worst case scenario, it's just the Mojave het pied. But I mean, if you're looking at this and you've done your research on genetics, this is not just a Mojave.
No, there's definitely something going on there, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in here with this guy right here. And if we end up proving him out, that's going to be phenomenal for my collection and alluring serpents in general as a business, because we'll be able to produce some amazing stuff. So I'm going to breed him to recessive genetics, genetic stripe, hypo, pied, maybe even lavender, and just go for hets and see what happens. If we continue to see this wonky pattern happen in his offspring, that's going to make my dream of him being het monsoon more realistic. If I get babies from this guy and there's no wonky patterns like this, then maybe that dream will die that it's het monsoon, but we'll see. Like I said while I was muted, I got to do what Ozzy said and shut up and breed and prove things out. So yeah, that's where I'm at, man. I got some dope snakes now because like I said, I pivoted 3 years ago and decided to take it a little more serious and really start doing research. Prior to that, I was just collecting snakes that I thought looked cool. And that's not the way to go if you want to be successful in this business. You can't just grab random snakes and throw them together. You got to have a plan in your projects, and you got to have goals to reach. And my goals are, 3, 4, 5 years from now, maybe 6 even. But like I said earlier in the podcast, I'm not in a rush. What I want to be focused on is putting in the work to make sure that the projects that I'm making are top tier. I don't want to make, if you go on Morph Market right now, there's 48,000 ball pythons for sale. About 30,000 of them are under $500, or 20,000 of them are under $500.
Dang.
So, and when it comes to from a business perspective, it's like, do you want to compete with all those people for that $200, for that $400? No, I would rather compete with, 30 people for snakes that are $2,000 and up. Yeah, my bad, YT. Sorry, I'm not perfect, bro. 44,000.
I think he's trying to reinforce your point.
Hey, I'm gonna
Yeah.
show some pictures off. All right, they're me in uniform. yeah,
Yo, Chris is still on this cop stuff. Yo, that's you? Stop playing, man. That don't even look like you.
I know. I had to be clean shaved. That's me when I was
How do
cop.
you solo this? I don't believe that's you.
Bro, that's me. You can't solo it.
Bro, that does not look like you.
That's me. And then this is me right here in SWAT form.
Oh, shit, Chris.
Yeah.
You're like a whole nother person, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, right?
Completely.
I don't believe this. This is not you.
Nah,
Yeah,
you
that's
look-
me right there.
Doppelganger.
That's me. That's me, bro.
That is not the Gas Station Chronicles.
Oh my god.
That's so funny, man. So, yeah, man.
But
You have shaving eyebrows back then?
What?
I didn't see the eyebrow shave. I was looking for it, too.
Yeah,
No,
right?
I didn't have that. I didn't have the eyebrow thing. All that came after, bro. I couldn't have this. In being a cop, you can't have that shit. They think it's gang related. So
So now you're gang related.
no, I'm not gang related, fool. I just like it.
According to
What's
the
your gang
cops,
sign,
you
bro?
are.
Throw up the gas station
According to
gang
the
sign.
cops, yeah. According to the cops, I am now.
Throw up your,
Yeah.
throw up your gas station gang sign, bro.
But whatever. Right.
Shell only, bitch.
But what's cool is that my brothers are cops. So, and my other brother's on SWAT. So I'm good.
Yeah, a lot of respect to cops, man. I got some friends that are police officers, and they tell me the stories of the crazy shit that they see and deal with, and you know, you gotta have a strong soul to deal with some of the shit that you guys deal with. So salute if you're an officer or in law enforcement, like salute to you guys, because it's not an easy job.
Hold on. Who asked if we were FWC? What the hell?
That was Candy that was Candy.
No, definitely
Right?
not.
And if I was, be like, keep your animals. And I would run out of there. Fuck it.
Sorry, if he was FWC,
I'd be fired by now. Yeah, pretty much.
we'd be in better shape.
Yo, Sloan Morphs, what's going on, big dog?
Yeah, tattoos too. If you have tattoos like I do now, I got these after, because otherwise they would make me cover it up. You have to wear a sleeve, like a Under Armour sleeve to cover them. So
Yeah,
you can't have tattoos. You can't have this stupid eyebrow cut. You can't have a beard. You have to be clean shaved all times. Your uniform has to be pressed. And it sucks.
Bro,
I do. I know it
being
was
a
a
cop
joke.
in Texas sucks.
Oh, bro, being a cop anywhere sucks. And then on top of that, my captain tried to make me dirty, and it wasn't something. It wasn't me. He's off. So when we write reports, it has to be attention to detail, right? Just like you said, Ray, right? So
Yep.
I did that. I wrote my report, and my buddy we already had the inmate on the ground, right? We had the inmate on the ground, and my buddy comes flying out of nowhere, throws his knee right into the back of the dude while he's on the ground handcuffed. Put that in my report, and my captain was like, "Go and change it. Take that out of there."
yeah, that's fucked up.
Bro, and not only that guy got subpoenaed and he got fired.
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, you gotta hold the people that you're with accountable. You know, you can't cover up their shit. You gotta hold them accountable and say, hey, look, man, that's not the right thing.
And that's true, Gio. Thanks for sharing. You want to share anything else with the class today, Gio? Goddamn.
Oh, Chris got baby oil for sale. Did you know that, Ray?
What?
Oh my god.
Chris got baby oil, bro. You need to shine up, lather up, and then make a phone call on Instagram while you're in the sauna. Chris got you, bro.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
So Ray, I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
I got a question for you. And I don't know. I guess it's kind of big, not that big. I don't know. I like asking this question because
Yeah,
so many different point of views. So many different point of views on it. Sorry, these guys in the comments are funny.
Yeah, they are.
If you could change one thing in this hobby, what would it be and why? Like the negativity, it could be anything. What would you change?
I would probably say I would change. It's probably mindset. I would change the mindset of some people. Like, yo, you sit here and you complain and you bitch about things, but you're not doing anything to show the example of how it should be. So you'll sit here and you'll bitch about something, but you're not willing to go and put in the work to change what you don't like about it, right? So if you're sitting here complaining that people aren't making enough lower valued snakes, then your ass should be out there making lower valued snakes if that's what you think should be done, right?
I feel you. Okay.
Yeah, things like that. If you're saying that, if you're bitching about people how they should test their snakes for Nido and IBD and all these things prior to a sale, are you out there testing all your snakes that you're gonna sell for Nido and IBD and all? Like, people bitch about things that they don't even correct themselves and show the example that they wish they saw. So it's kind of hypocritical. It's like, let me bitch about this and do nothing about it. So I would probably change that, But that has to do with mindset, and that has to do with the way you think about things. So good luck trying to get everybody to change the way they think about stuff.
That's hard. Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I will offer a rebuttal on that one, though. I get the mindset behind changing the mindset, but I guess I really don't have a rebuttal, because you're right. If you're going to talk it, be about it. You know what I mean?
Lead by example.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I talk about Nido testing, and I haven't tested everything yet, but the ones that I've been super concerned about that are imports, I've tested.
Yeah, exactly. So you're leading by example. You know what I mean? If you're telling people to go out there and if your mission is to bring attention to testing for viruses, your shit should be tested for viruses, and you should be able to say, hey, look, I've done it. Let me show you proof and evidence. Okay, cool, no doubt. You know what? You're a man of your word. You're a woman of your word, whatever the case may be. So yeah, it's just about leading by example, man. Be the change that you want to see is what I'm basically, what it all boils down to. Yeah, no doubt.
Be the change that you want to see in the world. Fuck yeah. I love that. I used that the other day. I forgot what it was in reference to, too. But, it was, be the change that you want to see in the world. Everything starts at home. You know what I mean? And it starts with us, our kids.
Yeah.
Literally be the change that you want to see in the world.
Yeah, 100%. That's super important, man. And everything boils down to mindset, because when you have the right mindset, your actions are different than what they would have been without that information. So that's why I'm so big on the way we think about things. Thanks,
man. And our sponsor's been here the whole time.
No doubt.
Appreciate that.
Shout out to Johnny, bro.
Sexin and Flexin. Shout out to the sponsor.
Okay. Shout out to the sponsor, Johnny.
Yeah, no doubt. That's dope.
All right, Ray. I got a wrap-up question for you.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
I got two, actually, because I'm going to load the shit out of this one. I like this.
Bro, you're hurting yourself. It looked like you were hurting.
Money is not an objective. Availability is not a constraint. Availability is not a constraint.
Okay.
Basically, it's blue sky thinking. What would you add to your project right now what would you add to your project? What would that one snake be? Whether it be the one that makes the project, it takes you to the next level, or it's just the most dreamed of, sought after project animal that you need.
I really like the tornado gene that's in Europe right now. So if that was readily available and I had, limitless funds, I would stock up on the tornado gene. It's a recessive. It does some wonky stuff to the pattern, and I love it. On top of that, I would probably go hard in the paint for like Monsoon and definitely NR Mandarin. Nothing too crazy. That I could think of, but yeah, those would be some things that I would definitely pull the trigger on. And obviously, if I had endless funds, I would do a little more research and maybe find some genetics that haven't really been tapped into or that are new on the market, and start working stuff like that. But Yeah, if I had to put my finger on something, it would be definitely like the tornado gene, definitely the monsoon. I love what that looks like. I really want to get an Xanthic blade monsoon to see what that would look like because blade is like somewhat of a pattern reduction, especially as a super form, but it's also an enhancing. It enhances the brightness of the snake. So
Okay.
I think it would be cool to get a monsoon. For one, make it exanthic, and for two, brighten it up, and then maybe calm down the pattern just a little bit. So I'm not sure if that would happen, but that's something that I'm looking forward to trying out. And I actually maybe have the possibility with this boy that I got from KG. So that might be a pipe dream, or it may be a reality sooner than later. We'll have to see how that goes.
Hey, man, pipe dreams come to life. I promise you.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, look, we're here right now, right?
Exactly. Amen.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that just dawned on me. Zach, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I did not intentionally ditch you. I was gonna say my boy at Pot is Life, man. You talk about a pipe dream and making something out of nothing like that. That's my man.
Yeah.
Zach's done.
Yeah,
Zach's done a lot.
Yeah, what did he do? I think he spent like $800 on 2 triple hets and fucking banged out 2 bangers, triple visuals, a pied and a pastel triple and a enchi triple. Like holy shit, man! Like salute to you, big dog. It's phenomenal.
That's
Yeah,
that's a homie, man, and I call him the odds god for a reason.
Yeah.
He's got
He
some
might
justification behind
have
it.
used up all of his odd gods blessings for the next couple of years with that one. But yeah, that's amazing. Man. I'm super happy for him, man. That's like such a blessing to have that opportunity to hit those animals, and they're both males, so like 11 months, man. They're plugging them guys into everything. I guarantee it.
Oh, for sure. I can't wait to see what he does with it, man.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. And that's the thing, man. Like a hater mentality would be like, man, fuck this guy. And he even said it himself. He had people like that. They were like, man, you don't deserve that shit. But like,
Man, he's had people like that from the jump, bro.
Yeah. But the cool thing is, man, is that for every one hater, there's 10 supporters minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So you got 10 people out there fucking cheering you on. Yo, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. And as long as you're focused on the people that are cheering you on, nothing a hater says matters. Doesn't fucking matter, bro. It's like you got Chris's baby oil on. It's just slick right off you, bro. Don't even sweat it.
I like the way you used that. That was good. That was good, Ray.
Yeah. Well, it just shows that I'm paying attention, right?
All right, Ray. My final question. That same question, but you got to add a new species. What is your dream reptile?
My dream reptile? Oh, man. I would love to have Komodo dragons. I think that would be like the coolest animal to have. They're huge. They're beautiful. They're strong. It's like a pit bull of reptiles. Just gangster. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I get that. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Or outside of reptiles, I would love to have a panda bear. Those things are so damn cute, man, and silly. I love them. Yeah.
I like the red panda. Red panda's nice.
Red pandas are very dope, man. But like an actual
right?
like panda, black and white, those big teddy bears, bro, they act silly as hell. But I watch videos of them just being silly, man, falling out of trees, rolling around, playing games. So it's cool.
Yeah. Hell yeah, my man, Ray. I knew I fucked with you for a reason, bro.
Thanks, man. Yo, I'm really sorry that the podcast didn't go as smooth as it did, man. But I'm happy to hear that everything went good with your mom and everything was like you were back.
Yeah.
If me and Chris would have ended this podcast without me talking to you, I would have been in your DMs like, yo, you gotta let me know what's going on, man. You all right?
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, sorry, shit happens.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Shit happens. We try to make the best of it, and it's live, and we're on the fly. So we do the best we can, and we keep it moving, and that's it, man. Authenticity, bro.
Exactly. Yeah, you guys get what you see. Like it's before I would have tried to like cover it up and bury it, and not really talk about it, but I was like, fuck it. You know what? Y'all get to see every part of my life that happens during these podcasts. So welcome in to my shit show.
Yeah, real life, bro. This is real life, man. This is not Hollywood.
No, it's not.
I appreciate that, Bold Coast Exotics.
No.
Appreciate that very much.
Thank you for coming by and checking me out, bro. I really appreciate that.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, everybody that came through, man. I just like abundant gratitude. Like again, like in my head, I'm just a little guy, and I don't even know what I'm doing in most of these situations that I get put in. But I'm grateful for it, and I appreciate it, and
Ray,
God's
you're.
got it.
I'm like, you're killing it, bro. Just being you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, just trying to
And
be me,
and
man.
and I wanted to say when we were talking about it is that when you're like haters will hate and whatever hate, um, we had sponsors sponsor us before,
Yeah,
and they were only paying like a little bit, right? Whatever.
yeah,
And I would be like, are you gonna pay like this week or whatnot? And he's like, look, man, I'm not a bitch. Like, don't come at me like that. It was just
yeah.
a whole bad thing, and now like they're reaching out to come back and try to sponsor us because they see where me and Levi are going, and they weren't there for us in the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at the end of the day, man, you gotta let people be who they're gonna be. And you can't let it bother you. Like if if someone is sponsoring you, right, and they're giving you money every week, or they're doing it every 4 weeks, every month, or whatever it is, um, and they choose to not do it, they know that they're sponsoring you. They know that they have to pay in order to get that sponsorship put onto the channel. There's no reason that you got to go and beg anybody or ask anybody if they're gonna do something. Fuck them. Fuck them. You already know you're a fucking grown ass man. You're responsible, and at the end of the day, you know what you signed up for, and I shouldn't have to go chasing you for that. So I don't know who you're talking about, but at the end of the day, it's just good business, and it makes good sense.
Yeah,
Just about.
I'm not gonna say no names, but
It's
it
no
is what it
reason.
is. It's done. Yeah, it's done and over with. It was a
Yeah,
while back,
no reason,
but
bro. You know what? You
I
keep it
mean,
moving. Listen, I always say the best revenge is success and happiness, not the other person's failure. Um,
and you're right.
Fucking
Thank you.
that right there, damn it.
yeah, yeah.
So
Like, yo, you know what? You fucking wanted to fuck with me. Now watch me be happy and watch me be successful and watch me live a great life. Fuck you.
ex- exactly.
Bro, exactly. That's exactly the way I feel right now. Like,
Like y'all
especially we had,
gotta, the haters gotta try harder,
yeah,
man. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, Ray. We got real haters now, bro. One of my posts got reported, dog, like out of nowhere, and it got taken down. Y'all thought you done succeeded, and you failed miserably because the review came back in 3 seconds. It took Instagram 3 seconds to realize it was a fraud report. So for anybody that thinks that's okay and thinks you're cute, you're not. Stop reporting people unless it's something legitimate.
Yeah,
Second of
listen,
all,
man.
y'all gotta try harder, man. Even if the post got taken down, it's coming right back, bro.
Even if they
See in my
succeeded,
reels.
yeah,
My reels.
even if they succeeded and they shut down your fucking Instagram account, you know what you do? You make enough fucking another one and you bounce back harder. That's it.
Exactly. I'm gonna
That's
keep
it.
coming. Like we ain't going nowhere. None of us. None of the
Yeah.
people that have been here for the last, I would say, 3 years. We've had some solid people come into this industry, and a lot of those people ain't liked. But we're not going anywhere. Like
Yeah.
you're not going to get canceled unless you want to be canceled. So
Yep.
y'all got to try harder. So shout out to the haters. I love and appreciate y'all more than you do me because I need you.
Yeah. It's motivation, baby. It's like that T.I. song, Motivation, bro.
hey, believe
Hell
it or
yeah.
not, he wasn't like that. You know how long it took him to get this way? Took him a long time.
Oh, no,
Oh,
it
bro,
takes
I'd have
it,
fucking done. Oh man, this would have
in
been a
all
whole
honesty,
ass thing and a whole ass beef. Would I know who it was? But
it
you know
takes
what? Like me and Ray was saying, bro, it ain't worth the time. It ain't worth the light. Y'all can run your mouths. I've seen the group chat. I've seen the shots of all the people talking shit. I know who you are. I can call you out at any time. I will promise you this in front of
get on
Ray.
your
It
Yep.
ain't gonna happen. And I'm not buying into it. I'm not
Yeah.
doing the shit that we went through a couple of months ago and
And
letting that happen again.
here's the beauty of it, right? Is that once you're comfortable in your own skin and you say, "Hey, I know who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. I am comfortable with how I carry myself." There's not anything that anybody could say or do to you that's gonna rattle you. You know what I mean? Um, it just is what it is, man. You gotta have that confidence in yourself, and that's the thing, man. So, um, weak people like to tear down people that are easily breakable because it makes them feel good. So when you're strong willed and when you're strong minded, it's fucking difficult to try to break you down because ain't shit. Listen, like I said when we were backstage, I said, you know, I go harder on myself than any fucking body,
Mm-hmm.
anybody. There's nothing you can say to me that I haven't already said to myself. There's nothing that you can make me feel that I haven't already made myself feel. Like, there's nothing, bro. There's nothing. So
Fuck yeah.
if you
Ray,
try,
preach it,
good
Ray.
luck.
Preach
Good
it.
luck.
Yeah, for no, and I completely concur with you on that one. I'm so glad that you brought that up. I almost spaced it, but I'm the same way, man. Like, you're not going to sit here and tell me something I don't know.
Yeah.
You're not going to sit here and tell me something about me that I don't already understand and I don't pick apart myself.
Yeah, if you think you're gonna point out a flaw that I haven't already fucking analyzed myself, you're dumb. Like, take it easy.
Exactly. Like, fuck, man. Like, send it to me in alphabetical order. I'll tell you if you managed to get something or not. Good luck.
Yeah, I'd be fucking
Yeah.
shocked if someone brought up something that I haven't already fucking shit on myself about. So, yeah, kudos to whoever ends up pulling that trigger.
Exactly. Like, I would legitimately be caught off guard if somebody could point something out that I haven't been like, okay. Like, you don't look at, nobody looks at us in the mirror. You know what I mean? Nobody sits here and goes back and looks at the podcast like we do. Nobody sits here and reviews our handwriting, our fucking verbiage, our intelligence, our fucking speech impediments, our teeth, our eyes, our body. Nobody looks in the mirror like we do.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but you know what?
luck.
That's the thing is the confidence in yourself, right? So that's what brings the confidence in yourself is that you know yourself. When people are fragile and they're easily breakable, it's because they don't have that confidence in themselves to say, "This is who I am. This is what I'm about." Period. They're very wishy-washy. It's like spinning in that tornado, like I talked about earlier. Like, they don't know what direction to go into. They're dizzy trying to walk a straight line. That shit don't work, bro. But when you got that clear vision for yourself and your future, like, walking that straight line's easy, bro. There's no dizziness that comes with it. You just keep it moving, and that's it.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Thank you, Ray. This has been a incredible podcast. I'm sorry I had to take a small detour.
Don't be sorry for anything, man. Everything happens for a reason. I'm just glad that it was a beautiful outcome in the sense that nobody was hurt and everything ended up the way it should have been, which was peace of mind. Yo, real shit. Peace of mind. Peace of mind is more valuable than anything, yo. So if you're stressing out with something and it's causing you to really sleep out at night and not have your peace of mind, like, let it go. Let it go and give it to God. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Give it to God and have that peace of mind and do the best you can and just know that nobody's perfect and we're all struggling with some stuff and we're all growing and let's grow together and let's succeed together and fuck, man. What else?
Hell yeah. I mean,
Yeah. No, 100%, man. Let's do this shit, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I can't wait to see where you guys are at in fucking 5 years, man.
I can't wait to see where you're at in 5 years. You want to talk about like excitement, man. I can't imagine where Ray as a person and alluring serpents is going to be in 5 years. And
I got some pretty cool shit planned, man. I got just to speak on it real quick, I got this water treatment solution that I've been giving to my rodents, and it's basically breaking down the ammonia smell in the bins. Do you guys breed your own rodents?
I do. Yes.
Okay, so you guys breed your own rodents. So you guys know about the abundant ammonia in the smell, right? So I'm a solution seeker and an advocate of trying to fix problems. So I started breeding rodents, and the ammonia was fucking killing me. And I was like, how do I attack this problem so that we could minimize the ammonia smell, right? And we got people that have tried bedding. These 3 different beddings together will, reduce the ammonia smell.
Yeah.
Then you got people that are focused on the food, and they're making foods that kind of minimize the ammonia smell. Maybe not so much or not as long. But they're trying and they're doing their stuff, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. I haven't tried it personally, so I can't really speak on it, but it is out there. So my logic was, okay, well, urine is created through liquid water. Drink water, you urine, right? The ammonia is in the urine, it's not in the shit, right? So, are you guys frozen on me? Okay, there you are. Okay.
No, you're good.
I was like, what?
Yeah, you both froze on me at the same time. I was like, yo, shit.
No, we're good.
So I decided to try to attack it from the water system. because that's where the urine's created anyway. So I made a solution, chemical compound and solution, with some plants and things like that, tinctures that are also included in it, and it's been reducing the ammonia in the bins. I did a experiment where I had two bins, right? I used just pine shavings. I had like a 1.4 in it in each bin. One bin was the control bin, and that was getting the regular tap water through the water system that we have, right? And then the other bin is where I was using one of those Walmart big blue water bottles, and I was putting my concoction inside the water and giving it to the rodents. And I promise you, there was no ammonia smell for like 5 weeks, bro. 5 weeks straight. I didn't change the fucking bedding in either one of those things. And the first bin, the control bin, was fucking bad, bro. That shit stunk horribly, and there was ammonia there. The bin that I was testing it on, there was actually no ammonia there, even at the 5 weeks. But the bin was so nasty that I was just like, oh, let's just clean it anyway because it's just fucking disgusting. But there was no actual ammonia smell in it, and I actually had Brock from Orphanary Arts come over, and he was sticking his face inside the bin, and I was like, "Yo, I might be nose blind to this shit, man. Come over here and smell this for me." And he opened up the one bin, and he's like, "Oh shit," the control bin. He's like, "That fucking is horrible." And then he opened up the other bin, and he's like, hesitant to put his face in it, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "I don't smell ammonia," and I'm like, "Yeah, I think I got it, dog." And then I had Nico from Off Season Reptiles come, and he stuck his face in there, and he was like, "Yo, I don't know, man. I don't smell ammonia." He's like, "I smell shit and like rodents, but I don't smell the ammonia." So I'm kind of dialing that in right now, and focusing on, because it was a little bottle, right? The one that I originally did. So I had to figure out how to get it added to a 5 gallon bucket, and I basically made the concoction together, and got the measurements accurate for a 5 gallon bucket, and I have it running in a four bin rack that I have right now, and I had already had to change my other two racks because the ammonia was so abundant because they're just on tap water, and that rack with the water solution in it is still running, and you don't fucking smell ammonia like that. So I think I might be onto something, and it's pretty cool, man. And it's something that's going to benefit the industry, and something that's going to help people out, because you got people that are breeding rodents in their houses, in their homes, in their apartments. You got people with sheds that are fucking horrible. They got to wear a fucking painter's mask to walk inside their own rodent shed. So I saw a problem, and I said, let me try to figure out a solution, and I think I might be onto something pretty dope. So maybe look out for something that's yeah, look out for something maybe towards the end of the year, that I'll be able to put on the market. And I got to dial some stuff in and do some more experimenting and make sure everything is good. And at first, I was concerned, like, what if it sterilizes the rodents and they don't have babies, right? So I had to wait for babies to be produced while that water system is running. And I actually just found my first fucking litter of pinkies last night. So that was super dope. Yeah, so that was super dope, and that lets me know that, okay, now I can move forward with it, and let's go to the next step. So I got
I'm
to.
excited, man.
Yeah, it's fucking cool, man. At the end of the day, like, who the hell wants to smell ammonia? If we could have these things breeding, and we don't have to smell that, that shit burns your nose, bro. If you walk into a fucking rodent area and that shit is abundant, like, you're burning your nose, like 100%. So if I could help the industry, um, as well as help myself, and turn it into a business, and bring something to the table and say, hey, look, it's not just about the snakes. I'm also bringing this, and I'm bringing this, and I'm trying this, and it's not just about, I want to breed snakes and that's it. No, I want to make the industry better, not only for myself but for everybody else too. So I think that's really cool. I'm testing it on Norwegians right now. Can't be good for the rodents either. Yeah, smelling their own ammonia, it's horrible. And then also think about how much money people are spending on, three or four different beddings, mixing it together. Then they got the PDZ shit that they're putting at the bottom, and that shit's not cheap. And then, you know, it gets expensive, bro. So if I imagine, you could go to Walmart and buy a fucking big thing for like $5 of just pine shavings, and that's all you need to use. Period. Phenomenal. and you could change it every 3 weeks. I'm not even saying 4 or 5 weeks or 2 months or anything. Let's say we extend the life of your bin from 1 week to 3 weeks. Like wowzers, what a spectacular, yeah, what a spectacular opportunity to save money.
Yeah, you're saving money all around, bro. Like,
Saving
wow.
money on what you have to buy for the bedding, and you're saving money on the longevity of the bedding in the bin. So it's a win-win for everybody. So no matter what price point I really put this product at, it's going to be beneficial to everybody. So yeah, but those are all little details that I got to figure out. I got to figure out certain things, and I got to figure out price points and what it costs me to actually make it, and go through all the motions of business and start the LLC and branding, and maybe I'll call it like alluring water solution or something like that, or alluring rodent water solution. I don't fucking know.
I was
Something
gonna say
alluring.
Ray's secret sauce.
Ray's secret sauce. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
His answer to Chris's baby oil.
Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. But I don't know how baby oil helps the industry. But I mean, if you're doing it, do
No,
it
it
big,
doesn't.
Doug. If you're doing it, do it big. Baby oil, everybody.
It's for gym purposes only, bro. Gym purposes.
Yeah. Legends said you notice reduce of scent of body odor. Um, Honestly, I don't know what the body odor of a rat really smells like. I just know that after the 5 weeks, it was just smelling like shit. And sweet baby rays, I like that. I think they got a barbecue name that already though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do.
yeah. But no, I don't know
Oh,
what a rodent's body odor smells like. All I know is that it smelled like shit after 5 weeks, and I felt bad that they were walking around in it for so long, even though it was an experiment, and I technically maybe should have made it go as long as I could. But I felt bad because the bedding was already destroyed basically, and there was poop everywhere, and I was just like, all right, you know, yeah, let's get it out of there. So even if we can extend the life of bedding 3 weeks, that's still huge, man. Really huge.
Yeah, it's a world of difference. Then again, you're not adding all the miscellaneous shit. You're not stressing out about it. It just I'm super excited for you, Ray. Like super.
Yeah, it's
And
exciting, man. Yeah,
you better let the boy know the second it drops because I need that shit.
Yeah, me
yeah,
too.
no doubt, no doubt. I got a couple people that are gonna test it out for me once I kind of have it more dialed in, and their operations are bigger than mine. So, I got my 4 bin. I started off with 1 bin. Now I'm at 4 bins. Now that I see that they're still producing babies even after drinking the water, now I'm gonna run my whole system, which I have like 100. I basically have like 100 breeder female rodents. I got 1.5s in concrete bins. So I got about 20 bins going right now. So I'll run my whole system on it, and really that'll really tell me like how close I am to accomplishing that goal. Now, if I could get my 20 bins to eliminate the ammonia, then I'll give it to my homeboy who has dude got like 20 racks, bro, of rodents.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and he's like, dude, I gotta go in there with the fucking painter's mask. He's like, if you got something that actually is gonna work for that, like, let me be your test dummy on a bigger scale. So there's little tiers that I keep, little goals that I keep reaching and accomplishing. Yeah, ASFs don't stink too bad though, to be honest with you. So it's more for the Norwegians and maybe even mice, man. Because I got one mouse right now that's pregnant, and I was supposed to feed it to my snake, but my girl saw it was pregnant, and she was like, "You better not feed this fucking mouse off to your snake and have it squeeze the babies out of it." So I was like, "All right, well, I guess I'm a mouse breeder now, so I'm waiting for it to drop babies." But this one mouse smells worse. 1 bin smells worse than all my Norwegians, bro. So it'll be something. It'll be something interesting that I think a lot of people will benefit from. Yeah.
They stink, bro.
Yeah. But like I said,
Bro, I
there's
fed
little
off all
tiers.
my rats. I fed them all off.
Oh, you said
Oh,
fuck it. You're not even gonna do it.
Yeah,
anymore?
I said fuck my rats, dude. I stay with ASS.
Yeah. But it's necessary, man, because not everybody can have ASFs, and not all snakes want to eat
Yeah.
ASFs, and there's other animals out there that eat the bigger Norwegians. You got boas, you got reed ticks, you got this big lizards, you got gators. People that have gators as pets, or what are they called? Caimans. there's a lot of people that will benefit from it if I could get it going. So super awesome, man.
So,
Hell yeah,
Charlie,
bro. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get this shit on the market, Ray.
I'm working on it.
Let's start a GoFundMe for Ray's fucking water solutions.
Yeah, alluring water solutions. Let's see.
so I feed my ASS like a peanut butter mix. Like it's a log, and I just put it there, and they just eat that. And it has so much protein in it.
Yeah,
That,
I heard
you know,
boiled eggs too is pretty dope. Giving them hard boiled eggs and then cracking the egg a little bit, the shell, and then throwing it in there so that they could get their teeth into it, and they love that shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, and actually,
Yes,
I just started ASFs, and I got a 2.6 right now, and I think what I'm gonna do is just breed the ASFs from my personal collection, and the Norwegians is what I'll use for supplying my community, which is really why I started doing it, because no Norwegian supplier was able to be consistent. So I was like, let me see if I could, try it myself. I'll feed my own collection. I'll supply some people locally, and keep it moving, man. I'm just trying to build, bro. Alluring serpents, bro, everywhere, everything. Trying my best.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you gotta have multiple streams of income to be successful. If you think you're just gonna do one thing and that's gonna be your ticket, like you're silly, bro. Like anybody that's truly successful has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different streams of income coming in. So, I got the rodents, I got the clothing, I got the snakes, I got the water solution thing. I got a lot of other plans for some other things down the line. I'm trying. I'm
and they
trying,
laugh at
bro.
me, right? Hey,
Huh?
they laugh at me, but I'm gonna be like, when we go out to eat, I'll be like, hey, I got you.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's the beauty of it, man. Is that when you get people like us that have big hearts and we actually are successful, like we can take care of people, and we love to do it. It's not an obligation. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to take care of people.
Hell yeah. And Chris, the only thing we make fun of is the baby oil, bro.
And the OnlyFans, bro.
And the barbecue sauce. And the
And the
sandals.
OnlyFans.
And the
OnlyFans.
shoes.
Oh my god.
And the grill. And the spatula.
Yeah, you got
And the
a
t-shirt.
bachelor? What?
And the shorts. The skirts.
Bro, I told him I got a brand. Like that's how I started first. Was
Yeah,
my brand.
he's got a brand, bro. He's taking over
man.
fucking Walmart.
That's amazing. That's fucking amazing, and that's the beauty of it is that you'll have the animals. You got your what do you merch? It's not. It's more than merch. It's literally.
Oh, right here too. Look,
Yeah, phenomenal, big dog.
like legit, all right here.
Yeah, that's phenomenal, man. I love that.
He's got the grills in the garage, bro. Don't let him lie to you. We got Flexin and finessing fucking grills hitting the market next year. Watch.
They laugh because
Yeah.
I said I had shower curtains too with Flexin and finessing. The toilet seat covers everything, dude. You name
I wouldn't be
Hold on,
surprised.
bro. You got shower curtains out too, bro.
Yeah.
You got a toilet brush and a plunger to go with it.
Go look at my highlight reels, bro. My showers, literally Flexin and finessing.
Yeah, you're gonna see him in like 3 years with a fucking Chevy contract. Chevy Suburban, Sexin and Flexin and finessing. Yeah, that's fucking.
Bro,
Yeah,
shit, if they let me, I would watch. And he was like, we actually fucking did it. We actually did.
Yes, we got somebody else on the aliens now.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh my god, yo.
Yeah.
We're not gonna open that rabbit hole tonight. We're not going down that one. Anyways,
Yeah.
so Ray, it's been real, man. We have held
Yeah,
pretty
man.
consistent between 25 and 30 people throughout the show, man. It's been one of the best. I don't want to say
Yo,
the best because I don't want to piss
honestly,
anybody off, but
There was
what
a
fucking show.
moment where I didn't even care about being on the show. I was more concerned with what you had going on, bro.
Yeah.
And it was tough. You could see me and Chris were kind of scrambling to figure it out. But at the end of the day, I'm glad you came back and let us know that everything's all right. So yeah,
Now I can
more
joke
important.
around.
Yeah, that's
You
more
know what I'm
important
saying?
than having a good show.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, there's a fucking clusterfuck I got to deal with after this. So
Yeah, no, I get it, man. So I'm super sorry that happened, but I'm glad it all got worked out, and I appreciate you guys inviting me on here, and thank you to the people that came and spent time with us and gave us some of their Saturday night to listen to me ramble about things that I think are cool or whatever. I don't know.
it's awesome. Thank you, Ray.
Bro,
Again,
I thought
man,
everything you said was cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, appreciate
And
you
your
guys very much.
positivity, dude. Your positivity is like this big ass aura that just comes off of you, dude.
Good juju, baby. Good juju is fucking. Yeah, man. All right, so yeah, man. Yo, love you guys. And anytime you guys want to shoot the shit and chit the chat, I'm always around.
Shit, you already know, Ray.
Oh,
You
yeah.
too, man.
Thank
So
you, man.
I don't know how you guys do this. You guys kick me out, or I back out, and you guys end the show, or how's that work?
We'll end it. We'll end it together.
Yeah, we'll end it together. We're gonna end it
All
right
right.
now, actually. But we're just gonna shout out the sponsors real quick one more time.
No doubt.
Go ahead. We got Reptile Crew for the merch. If you don't got your merch, go get your merch.
Yeah, that's dope.
And then we got
I like the logo.
TNB Reptiles. And then we got KC Reptile Lab for substrate. They got that apple, maple, and wood chips, and keeps humidity up. It works really well. I like it. I use it on all my snakes. They give me good shits because I couldn't keep humidity up in my tubs right now, so I'm using that. And there's a code for that called Sexin and Flexin coupon. Then you type in Flexin, it's 50% off.
Very cool, man. Oh, real quick. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to... I know
No,
what you're
go ahead.
I just want to say, like,
yourself.
yo, listen, man. I got sweaters available and I got t-shirts available, and I'm gonna continue to keep the clothing line happening. And yeah, this is a sweater, Learning Serpents. And then it says it on the arm here, and then on the band here, it wraps all the way around. It says Learning Serpents. And then on the back, got a big snake. I don't know if you can see it.
There you go. Yeah,
Go
right there.
Damn, Chris, why can't your shit be that cool?
Yeah, the shirts are super dope too. So you can go on my Instagram and you can see you can see that I post people that have already purchased it and them rocking it, and it's really awesome. You get to customize your color. I'll throw your brand on there. I'll throw your name on there as well. So it's not just about me; it's about us. And yeah, that's what's popping. Just had to plug that real quick.
And go ahead and drop where people can find you real quick, because I didn't even ask you that.
Oh, you can check me out on Instagram. I got a Facebook. You can check me out there too. I do have a TikTok. I never go on there, unfortunately, because time is precious and limited. I do have a YouTube channel. I will be starting a YouTube podcast. It's going to be sooner than later. I won't drop any details about it, but if you want to go subscribe to that, that's going to be pretty dope. I'm going to be having guests on. We're going to be having conversation. We're going to talk about business. We're going to talk about snakes. We're going to talk about projects. Going to try to do things a little bit different than everybody else. So kind of pull away from the crowd. And yeah, got a lot of plans for the future, man. So check me out on Instagram, shoot me a follow, and make sure you show these two guys lots of love because they're awesome. And I'm excited to see where you guys end up in the next few years, man.
Oh, yeah. Same to you, man. Thank you so much, Ray.
Appreciate it.
It's been an amazing show, man.
And real quick, I'm going to throw this out there. Reptile Crew is having a giveaway. Go check it out. It's on IG. They only got 24 hours left. Get there. Throw a name in the comment. Enters you into the giveaway. I think that's how it works. I may be wrong. But other than that, we out of here, guys. Y'all have a good night. We love you. Remember, stay positive. Keep your heads up and lift others around you, man. That's all we got to do.
Appreciate that.
And on that note, out. Love you guys.
Thank you.